Welcome to the wasted world of sports, where the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play, but it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and 10 pence less. From the kickoff to the final whistle blow, we'll take the two and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With the laugh and the cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise the road, from sideline jokes to post-match tales, all big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our skies. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Ahoy, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer. Yeah!
All right. Oh, look at that. A sub straight away. Thank you very much there for subscribing. Okay. I will shift over a little bit so that you can shift over a little bit. Ahoy, Wasted Water Sports. Welcome along. Joined by our very special guest. He's excited for this one, the old Panther. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, Dan and Michelle.
Good evening.
Looking forward to this one. I think this is going to be a beauty tonight.
Yeah. Excited, nervous? How are we feeling from a Panthers perspective?
Well, I said to you earlier that as the week wore on, I became more confident, but then the nerves have started to hit tonight. I can imagine what it'd be like in the dressing room. But I think they've got the experience, the Penrith boys. I think they can do it tonight.
By the way, on TikTok Live, the old Panther is off screen, so you may hear him. I'm hoping you can hear him, but you just at the moment you will not see him, the old Panther, on the TikTok feed. But he is here.
They're
Rest
not
assured.
much, Dan.
Welcome along, everybody. It's nice to have you along here on the Wasted Water Sports. Oh, I'll get the TikTok. Let's get the TikTok stream over where I can see it as well. Flurry, ahoy there. Gamer Boy 210, ahoy there. Welcome along.
What's up, party people? We're good? Ready?
I think we're ready to go. Predictions for this one?
Well, everybody knows my prediction. Everybody is aware. We can't hear it, so I don't know. Anyone in the chat room listening to the kid Leroy? Because I reckon looks like he's doing an alright job. You know, fireworks and stuff. He's pretty stoked to be a part of the whole thing. Being
good for him. So, the game.
being a South supporter.
Can we talk about the game and not Kid Leroy?
Oh, why? Well, you weren't doing anything, so I was just feeling an awkward silence.
He was good. He was trash.
Oh, well, there you go.
So you said right before the stream started, you were thinking it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yes, I did.
James was just being a knob and telling us there's no sound, so
Oh,
I
okay.
fell for it and had to check.
Okay. Gotcha.
Even though he was answering things we were saying, he was still saying no sound, but I still had to check. I still had to check.
You gotta check. I just wanted to make sure I hit confirm bet on my multi.
Okay, multis.
Because
Let's
I
talk
have a really
multis.
bad habit of doing that.
Because I've got a multi. I've gone for the ever-reliable Brian To'o. I've gone for
Luai and Tungo.
Nathan Cleary. Anytime try scorer. I think Nathan Cleary, we've seen it in the past, haven't we? I mean, I don't want to talk about last year
But
in
you
your
will.
presence, but...
In my presence. Now you don't want to talk about it in my presence. All season you've talked about it in my presence.
It does lead to my point. My point is Nathan Cleary will come into his own at the back end of a contest. And so I've thrown him in my same game multi, as well as Ryan Pappenhausen. Of course, Ryan Pappenhausen is in scintillating form at the moment for the Storm. He's starting to find top gear again. And I think the Storm will use that play where Pappenhausen just lurks around the back, ready to receive that ball and make a break for it. And he should have the pace because he is finding that top gear again to get himself to the try line at least once tonight. And, of course, I think this game's going to be one up the middle. And that will bring Harry Grant into play, whether he scores a try himself or he's got one of his middles running off his shoulder. So I've gone and thrown Eli Katoa in there in a combo with Harry Grant. That's my 4 legs. And I'm sticking with it. Well, I have to because I put the bet on.
Cool. I've gone with for no reason whatsoever other than I randomly just pick people like I do every week. Xavier Coates, Pappenhausen, Luai, and Tungo. Isaac Tungo.
There are some really good opportunities tonight for a lot of players. That made it very hard to pick in terms of a multi.
Well, I mean, you do this whole big analysis thing, and I just go boom, 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 boom. That's my analysis.
And that's why I win
But
some.
I did listen to you last week, and I picked Liam Martin, and look what happened there.
He scored a try.
But I have listened to you on
Yes.
other weeks and not won a cent. So, yeah.
Ah, that's right. James, of course, a big Parramatta supporter, so he's hoping that record stays intact.
Well, let's be honest. It really should already be 4 in a row. Like, let's just be honest.
What do we say, old Panther?
It should already be 4, right?
Are we talking about multis now, or did I miss part of that conversation?
No.
The Storm Panthers Grand Final for you.
Oh, what did I think of it?
We should be on 4 in a row for the Panthers.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot went wrong in that game. The first half was just one of those halves of football where everything went right for the Storm, wasn't it? So I think it'll be a different story tonight.
Very conveniently.
All right, a couple of quick messages from the chat room before we throw it over to the old Panther for some statistics, as we've got about 9 minutes till kickoff. Mark Lechon there with a new name, Enter the Realm, ahoy champ. Just thought I'd give you a shout out for all your efforts this year. Cheers, Mark Lechon.
Not even finished
Bo
yet.
Unit says, what are the odds for a field goal? Good question. And I don't know if that's something you can actually put a bet on.
I would say it is.
Not one that I've seen, let's put it that way. You certainly can for the NRL. I mean, for the Super Rugby.
Well, Dan.
No NRL Grand Final team has won in a pink jersey before. Well, this is true in all sport.
My prediction tonight was Penrith by 7, so yeah, I'll go for the field goal.
Okay, there we go.
Well, I can't see an option on Sportsbet, but
Gamer Mel, ahoy there. Welcome along. Flurry, ahoy. Bo Unit. I'm just making sure I've got to everybody in the chat room here. Ford, Ra Weary, Moronic Douchebaggery, ahoy there, mate. Reed Nichols, ahoy. Gina Fettuccini, now I feel like pasta.
you just had pizza.
DJ Shack, go away, mate. All right, let's throw over to the old Panther for some stats. Actually, was the 2016 one in your sheet that we talked about beforehand? I'll raise it quickly, and if it is in there, it's all good.
2016, Cronulla beat the Storm 14-12.
Yeah, but the interesting stat that we don't know if it's actually legitimate or not, but KO Sports were plugging it, that since 2016, the team who has scored the first try in every case has gone on to win the grand final. So pretty much first try wins, essentially.
Oh, there you go.
James, this is your last warning, okay? First and last warning. Stop it. This is first and last warning. Do not do that again. She didn't say anything wrong. Don't be removing comments. Last warning. Okay. Sorry, old Panther.
Yeah, that's fine. There's an old saying. There are lies, damn lies, and statistics. And I've gone through the last 10 seasons and checked out some of the stats from the grand finals. And, you know, there's only one or two that, to me, really stand out. Out of the rest of them, I can pretty much use any of them to predict either team to win. But the you know that the top two teams from the regular rounds have only met 3 times in the last 10 years in the grand final.
The what? The top two?
The top two have only met in the grand final 3 times over the last 10 years. And that surprised me.
Yeah, that is surprising. Well, last year was one.
Last year was one.
Sorry, I didn't want to talk about last year.
Yeah, 2020 was one.
I was vomiting about that.
I'd have to look through my sheet to see what the other one was, but out of those 3 times, the minor premiers won twice.
Can you see? Do you need some light?
Yeah, I can see this tonight. Yeah. I got my glasses tonight, Dan. And the minor premiers have only been in the grand final 6 times over the last 10 years. That was another surprise. And the minor premiers only won 4 of those. So it's not a cut and dried thing, eh? Just because they're the minor premiers doesn't mean the Storm have, got a deposit on this grand final.
Oh, certainly not.
And as I said, you can pretty much use any of the other stats. The team with the best points for out of the 2 that play in the grand final has won 8 of the last 10. The team with the best defensive record has won 7 of the last 10. So based on those 2 stats, Penrith and the Storm are both going to win tonight.
Oh.
So
how does that work?
Well, the Storm have got the best attack, but Penrith's got the better defence, as far as I could see. Now, somebody might be able to argue about that. So
well,
really, I think it's going to be a tight game. And I think if Penrith has a weakness, it's out in the backs. And that speed of Pappenhausen might be a problem. And I really don't think Alamotti gives me a lot of confidence in his defence.
Now, Alamotti did have a cracking game last week.
Well, there you go.
I don't know if you watched it against the Sharks. Tore them to shreds, he did.
I asked him to come and join us on that stream.
Who?
Father versus son.
Oh, I thought you meant Paul Alamotti. I'm like, oh, I think he was busy. I think he had something on.
He was a little busy too.
Preston Barney, ahoy there, over on TikTok. By the way, the knowledgeable old chap that you heard talking that was not on camera just before was the old Panther. His camera is available on YouTube, but not on TikTok. I didn't have time to figure that part out.
DJ Shack's running through some stats of notable players who missed grand finals due to injury/suspension. That was probably one of my favourites, DJ Shack, the 2008 one, to be honest. Sorry.
2008. Oh, when Cameron Smith missed. Dear. Bo Unit says, good luck with the commentary, guys. Enjoying the game. Cheers, Bo Unit. Stay hunky. Ahoy.
Ahoy, everybody.
Sam Vousden says, Santa Claus of Rugby League.
Who's the Santa Claus of Rugby League?
Not the old Panther.
The old Panther? He's Santa. Rugby Santa.
Getting no presents off me tonight. Hey,
The James says, let's go Storm.
I can even bring you a black Santa hat to go with you.
All right, teams are out on the field. Oh, sorry, you put your sheet away. I was going to throw it back to you.
yeah, what do you want to know?
I was just seeing what else you had for us.
Well, there's nothing else really
No?
that stood out.
No,
When
all
you
good.
get to the grand final, it's a completely different game.
Oh, 100%.
What's happened during the season doesn't really reflect in the grand final.
No,
What's going to happen on the night is what counts, eh?
like, for example, I am convinced that the Panthers have just been getting by. They've been holding back for this moment. I think you can't really call it an ambush, I suppose, when it's 1 versus 2, and 1 and 2 have been a country mile ahead of everybody else. But I do think that they've got a gear or two in reserve that they have not showed us yet, is what I'm saying.
And there's a lot going on behind the scenes too with Penrith. This has just such a meaningful game for them, with another 3 players leaving for other clubs next season. The last ride, they've been calling it the last ride. Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary, last game together. Moses Leota and James Fisher-Harris, their last game together. It's just so much emotion in this game. I think that may be a telling factor.
What happened?
I was about to say, just joining the leg jiggling. I just realised your dad and I just like full
right.
nervous leg jiggle.
Oh,
I'm doing it too.
restlessly.
Apparently the Storm ran out to AC/DC.
We can't hear that, James, unfortunately. But Charles Hota, it starts very shortly. Daylight saving has started down south, so it starts at 6:30 p.m. or 18:30 if you're predisposed to a little bit of 24-hour time.
Military time, isn't that what they call it? Military time.
Well, I mean, I was brought up on it because airlines. So it wasn't military, it was just 24-hour
right.
time.
G-Funk, ahoy, mate.
So.
I see.
They're doing the welcome to country at the moment.
There we go. Over to the game screen, because yes, they are doing all the necessary pre-game stuff. Should be a good game.
Well, he might do it again tonight, DJ Shaq. You never know.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Cameron Munster, yeah. The last player I remember being sent to the sin bin in an NRL final.
Stay hunky!
2018.
What you yelling at me for? What did I miss?
I asked how's the band going?
Which one?
How's the band going on?
Which one?
As far as I'm concerned, says DJ Shaq, no player has ever been sent from the field in an NRL final in the NRL era.
Well, we had a send-off in Origin this year, so we could make it a 2 for 2.
Sam Valsden has taken my multi at $40.
The anytime try scorer, the 4 of them that you've got there.
I'm gathering by that comment, yeah.
So you've
Good luck, Sam.
Katoa, Paps, Cleary and Grant/Katoa?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's what I mean. You've got four try scorers. It could be a high-scoring game.
Remixes for DJs, says Old Panther. You are correct. The boys' last game together. They will need to keep their emotions together to do the job.
Yes, they will. That's strong.
It has to be. I started late.
Started late.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Got the pizza. Woo! Tequila in the Melbourne Storm. We'll see how that goes down. It's on in a moment. Stay hungry.
Come on, calm
down. Good lord.
Someone's been hanging out with James too much.
Oh.
I can imagine James being at the grand final, sitting in the front row going, late! You guys are late!
Hurry up!
2 minutes late! Go!
Oh, goodness me.
Ready to kick off now. Nathan Cleary has got his hand strapped up. He's wearing a glove.
Oh, look, he's got a little emo star.
An emo star?
Yeah. Oh, crap. I got the same bloody tattoo as Jerome Hughes.
That's hilarious.
But I got mine first.
Ready for kickoff. It looks like the Panthers lined up for the kickoff. Storm will get first use of it.
4, 3, 2,
Mel,
1.
ahoy there. How are you going? And it is the Panthers who get us underway. Grand Final 2024.
Mel,
up and running.
I'm on. I feel you.
And Kamikamica with the first hit up, and it's big defense from the Panthers. Aggressive defense to start the match.
Vom.
Still inside their own 20-metre line, but some good hit ups for the Storm nonetheless. Oh, Jesus Loves You has joined on TikTok.
Who?
Jesus Loves You. Munster out to Katoa, one of my try scorers. Outside their 20 now, on play 3. Liero, short of the 40. A good opening set from both sides, defensively from the Panthers. And the Storm
You reckon?
making some good runs.
We're only up to the
40-metre line.
35.
That's a good first set. They're almost at halfway.
45.
Hughes gets the kick away. It's all right. I'm prepared for commentary with you and the Storm. They're not going to be able to do anything right at all.
Hey, I've been known to give them credit once or twice.
Over the past 10 years, yes. Oh, crusher, pressure on the neck there. Let's see. Will Ashley Klein keep the whistle in the pocket? It looks like yes. That
Yes, he
has
does.
set the standard for this match right there and then.
Was square and he's...
That would have been a crusher tackle all season long. Edwards inside ball. And the Panthers now take it outside the 40. We've got a stalemate here in the first set. The first 2 sets of 6. One for each team. Isaiah Yeo up over halfway. Fifth and last.
Run there. Oh,
Luai going to do the kicking here early. Puts the kick up and Alamotti's chasing through. A little bit too much distance on it. And Pappenhausen is under it safely. Oh,
right there.
the scoreboard hasn't reloaded.
Funnily enough. Can't have that actually work on the last game of the season.
Big defense here from the Panthers.
Big
driving the
ball.
Storm backwards.
Driving tackle, I should say.
Driving ball.
Driving ball, driving tackle. I'm really nervous. I wasn't nervous until I got here. Goodness me.
It's all right. It's because you care a little too much, is what happens as the Storm now bring it outside the 30. Hughes keeping the ball alive. Oh, and Ellie Katoa gets the arms free, but no support.
That's their biggest thing. Offloading a tackle. Wrap it up. They can't do shit.
Munster on halfway, puts the kick high.
I can swear.
Taken by Edwards at the back. There was no kick chase pressure on him, and Edwards gets away. Throws the dummy, and he's brought down by Jerome Hughes. What a tackle. Military Dill.
Something that rolls off the tongue better.
Military Dill's just fine. Yeah, I don't know what that bug is that's flying around.
Over there at the light. Whew.
Okay.
One's also the headgear.
Ah.
Booted it off the field, so...
Panthers winning the early territorial battle now. They're 4 tackles in, over halfway. Leota. 40 out from the Storm line. Let's just check on TikTok here. A set restart, is it? Yes, it is. A 6 again. And the Panthers are presented with opportunity number 1. First opportunity of the match goes to the Panthers. Here's Cleary testing out that shoulder. And it holds up just fine. Luai dances around in midfield.
Absolutely nowhere.
20 out from the line.
Out of the way!
Harry Grant's all over the play the ball area. Just to give you a little bit more in-depth analysis, then get out of the way, bonehead. Liam Martin now tackled. 10 metres out from the line. 4 minutes gone in this one. Panthers on the attack. Cleary back inside to Leota, who manages to get out free. Offloads for Isaiah Yeo. Was Isaiah Yeo tackled early? No, but the Storm do come away with a penalty. Ollie is the best. Ahoy, mate.
Grabbing onto him. Well, he doesn't have the ball. That's a penalty.
Isaiah Yeo was ready for it. Leota got the arms free. And no, Isaiah Yeo has just spilt that, I'm afraid. What say you, old Panther? I reckon Isaiah Yeo just coming up with the mistake there.
Yeah, possibly. It was a late pass, wasn't it?
Yes.
I'm not sure what the penalty was for, though.
High contact.
Oh.
High tackle,
Is that
supposedly.
just because the Storm players have big heads? Or?
Massive.
On the back of that penalty, though, the Storm do bring themselves up to the 40 on play 2.
That's what I was going to do. What's the weather like in Sydney at the moment?
It looks majestic.
23 degrees, 34% humidity. Warm, 23.
Yep,
Warm here.
it is. Yeah, even with the aircon on. Crazy. Through the hands now, Munster tries to sell the dummy.
Excellent tackle from Liam Martin.
Well collected by Martin.
I love his hair.
5th and last. It's high. It's contestable. The Storm win it, uncompeting. The Panthers there. They were happy to just stand back and let the Storm take it, and that'll be a handover. Backing their defence.
Like up, that's why.
I'll stop the swing. There we go. This has been a fantastic start to the contest.
Grinding.
Taruva. There we go. I think we're all set on both screens. TikTok. Ahoy. How are you doing out there? Still new to this whole TikTok thing?
Is this TikTok over here?
Yes. And the chat's over there, but it's very small.
That's alright. I think many people talk in the chat.
40 metres out from their own line. Luai, they're up quickly on him, but he finds space up the middle.
Come on.
Puts the step on and goes over halfway. A great run from Luai, who is taking control of the early phases of this game. Cleary just being allowed to ease his way into the contest, gets the kick down. Taken by Coates at the back, who brings it back, almost gets through.
He's in my multi.
Xavier Coates was nearly away. Quick play the ball. Munster
gotta stop
offloads.
those offloads.
Back to Coates for a second run.
Wrap up those offloads.
This is a tense start to the game. Howarth up to halfway on play 3. More good field position now for the Storm.
Need a timeout.
It was
breath.
it was a good kick return from Xavier Coates. 2 good runs out of territory.
An invitation to blow your whistle, Ashley Klein.
40 out from the Panthers line. Here's Munster. Goes on his own.
It.
5th and last.
They wrap them up, the more frustrated they'll get.
Hughes in midfield, puts it high. Contestable kick again. Do the Panthers challenge this one? No. The Panthers are content, it seems, to just sit back and let those high balls be taken by the Storm and then wrap them up immediately, not risking a knock-on or something in those contestable kicks. It's an interesting tactic.
Good. They're wrapping them up. They're not letting them get an offload.
All it takes, though, is one bat back, and they could find themselves in a world of trouble. It is a risky tactic.
I reckon they'll be ready for that too.
And the Panthers are pinned down here in this set. Play 4, just out to the 30. Storm just starting to get on top of the territory here. Luai. On to Sorensen. Sorensen.
Keep up, James. That was 5 minutes ago.
Luai to Cleary. Cleary's going to have a run here on the 5th and last. Gets it back for Kenny. Kenny to Edwards. Edwards to Luai. Alamotti into space. Puts the kick over the top. They're offside in the middle. Kenny's got to retreat. Kenny's got to stay out of this. He's retreated enough and puts the hit on Xavier Coates.
Smart. Let your didn't have a brain fart there.
But the Panthers, is that the first sign of nerves? Just asking the question.
No, just testing something. Just having a go. Little experiment.
Pappenhausen makes a mini break. Takes it up over halfway. Storm controlling the territory here. Well, Munster with front foot ball. 6 again for the Storm. Here comes their first opportunity.
Why?
Liero.
Why is it 6 again?
Inside the 30.
No, I'm legit asking. Why is it 6 again? No idea? Just for fun?
Right. No, well, I'll tell you in a minute when it updates. Didn't say. Set restart.
Just for fun. For funsies. Let's give the Storm a set restart.
Hughes runs it to the line. He's tackled 5 metres out from the try line.
Who's copying
Kamikamica.
the commentator? We can't hear the commentators. Dan's
Tackle
just
2
better.
metres out from the line. Grant. Meany on the fifth and last. Gets it to Coates. Coates kicks through.
Oh,
and Edwards
Bill.
has got it at the back. Dylan Edwards takes it at the back after a little bobble.
Ugh.
Dr. Pooh, ahoy mate. 10 metres out from their own line, the Panthers have survived the first attacking raid. Alamotti, where's he? He's lurking down this left-hand edge. Some space for the Panthers there, but Luai's wrapped up. A great tackle by Meany, forcing the offload, and the Storm have dived on it well. Luai.
Oh, Luai, you should have just held it, for God's sake.
A brain explosion there. Forcing the pass. And I don't know why the Panthers were there. I don't know why they didn't dive on it. Down the short side. Go the Storm.
It was held.
Sean Bloor takes tackle 3. Inside the 30. Grant in midfield. On to Pappenhausen. Pappenhausen back to Meany. Meany runs back towards the middle of the park. And he's taken down on play 4. 20 metres out from the Panthers line. Hughes onto Munster. Bloor gets the fend. Gets the arms free as well. Howarth tries to get on the outside of Cleary. Loses the ball in the tackle. And Edwards picks up the scraps. And Sorensen is dumped in the tackle by Hughes.
Keanu.
A 0 tackle. And the Panthers, some solid defence out wide there.
Speaking of which, Speed was on last night.
Was it really?
I was watching young Keanu.
Penalty now to the Panthers. Floricel Mascos. Oh, Makos. There's no S before the C. Floricel Makos. Go the Storm, watching from Philippines. Cheers.
Ooh, cheers.
Floricel.
Cheers to all our international viewers, listeners.
A relieving penalty here for the Panthers. Josh King with a slow peel. And after an early territorial advantage for the Storm, the Panthers will have an opportunity here to mount an attack. 12 minutes gone, no score. Cleary inside to Tungo, up towards halfway.
Very forearm on his head again, Munster.
Zach's TV, ahoy, go the mighty Panthers. Luai, inside ball for Alamotti, who almost gets through the middle. Well defended by Kamikamica. Play 3. Cleary runs to the line. Out the back for Edwards. Numbers here for the Panthers. Martin cuts back in field and is brought down 20 out. Slow play the ball. Risking a set restart there. Liam Martin's blowing up. He wanted 6 more.
I really don't know why I feel the need to say his whole name.
Ashley Klein is keeping the whistle in the pocket, though, keeping those set restarts to a minimum. The offload to Kenny. Cleary now.
Attack. Cleary slipping and sliding.
He is testing that shoulder out. Nice and tough plays early for Cleary.
Testing his ankles out there.
5th and last. Here's Yo to Luai. Luai's caught with the ball. Fires it back to Yo. Yo, he's had some successful kicks before. It ends up with Edwards. Kick crossfield, tapped back by the Panthers. And Martin dives on it for the loose pass. Out to Edwards. Back to Yo in midfield. Still 5th and last. Opens up for Isaiah Yo, who's brought down 5 out from the line. Just caught by the bootlaces or by the back of the jersey. Just clinging on. The big man was almost through.
I like the Paps shoes match the Panthers jersey.
That was an intense little period of play. Well, that one guy anyway, with the pink boots.
Yeah, Paps as well. Oh, that guy too. I don't know who that is. I don't care.
That is Will Warbrick, the rugby union convert. Down the short side now. Munster throws the pass to nobody, and the Panthers try and dive on it. Have they given up 6 again here? Coates will play the ball on tackle 4. Munster.
Oh, give me a shot of Bellamy after Munster does that.
It was a very loose pass from Munster. 5th and last now. Storm. Caught on their own side of halfway, inside their own 40. And Hughes, the Dally M winner, of course. I haven't mentioned that yet. Taken on the full by Taruva, who winds up.
14 minutes and 10 seconds into the game.
And Sonny Taruva. Oh, by the way, have I mentioned that I won the tipping comp this year? Because Because I did. Wasted World of Sports Tipping Comp, won by me. Cheers.
I'll be back next year for everyone who's new to the channel on the NRL tipping website.
Tungo tries to get on the outside of Howarth. Brought down 40 out from their own line here, the Panthers. Now up over halfway. That's a good run.
Never stay kunky, never.
Neutralizer says Ashley Klein 13 plus. Damn. Yo. Back inside to Kenny.
Oh, guys,
they lined Kenny up.
Oh, what's with the arm around the neck?
Fifth and last now for the Panthers. 40 out from Storm's line. Cleary puts the kick up. It's not really contestable, but Coates is lined up by Martin.
Liam Martin.
Martin put him down. 10 out from their own line here, the Storm.
And he ankle taps the next one. No, he doesn't. That was someone else with curly hair. I thought it was Martin. Liam Martin.
Flurry says, it's hard to watch. It's great, Flurry. I'm enjoying this. A nice, tense grand final.
It's a grind.
Which, I don't know what everybody
see.
in the chat room listens to in terms of podcasts and other videos and stuff like that. And now it opens up down the middle for Jerome Hughes. Can't get the arms free.
Taken.
Munster to Hughes. The 1-2 punch. The Panthers' defence is in tatters here. They are going to have a run, the Storm. They've numbered up now. Charged down. 6 more tackles and lost into touch by the Storm. They had just got the set restart. And now they've spilt it over the sideline. Who is it off?
He's going to claim it's off the Pink Boys.
Danger up the middle. Munster and Hughes combining. Taruva charged down with his ass.
That really played out if you charge it down with your ass.
And it's been lost back, claiming that it was out off Taruva. But this will be Panthers' ball.
Panthers' ball, and they're not even going to challenge it. Just going to hold off on that.
It would have been a disaster of a challenge this early in the game.
I don't know.
Oh,
Really
what's
tell
all
from
this
that
then?
angle.
Mel, Flurry, do you guys know each other, do you? Small world, if that's the case.
Speaking of which, Flurry, I still need to shoot you an email.
40 metres out from the try line. Panthers can go on the attack here. Edwards up the middle. Taken by Kamikamica and Liero. On the fourth. Cleary runs to the line. Short passes, lost forward, and Hughes is away with it. Jerome Hughes in broken play, wrapped up by Sorensen. Warbrick now. And Dr. Poos is great. Have to watch in the garage. My daughter and her evil mum wants to watch Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, that's funny.
A very, very tense start to this match, and it's spilt by old Alec McDonald.
Spilt twice.
He's just come onto the field, like literally just onto the field.
Man.
I think that was his first touch,
Yo.
and his first touch is an error.
Harry
For the love
Grant.
of God, please can we please have a shot of Craig Bellamy?
Harry Grant's got blood pouring out of his nose. Look, I'm not one to compare, but y'all want to talk about Cleary's chin? Have a look at old mate Alec McDonald's chin.
Old McDonald's.
My God.
Opportunity knocking now for the Panthers.
Come on, boys. We've had enough. Let's convert. Sick of this. Go! Cleary! Oh! Oh, no one's
Cleary has taken on that line.
Everybody. Chin on chin.
There we go. I'm just going to leave that up on the bottom screen. A little coach cam action. Yo, with the infield ball to Lindsay Smith, I think it is there. 15 out from the line.
What is that? You can watch the coaches the whole game?
Yes. Luai skips across field. Edwards
I wanna watch
taken
that.
down in a legs tackle. I just want to see his reaction to stuff. Fifth and last. They're going to run it again here, the Panthers. Tungo puts the grubber kick through into the end goal. Needs it to sit up, but Coates will tap it dead. Xavier Coates taps it dead for a goal line dropout. And a result here for the Panthers.
Oh, mate, he looks like the villain in Speed 2, which was incidentally on after Speed 1 last night.
Yeah, right.
Had a great little 90s action, bad action movie watch.
You can't believe it there, Bellamy.
Oh, it's yeah. It's exciting.
Storm goes short with the restart. It's out on the full. And we'll come back to the middle of the field. Touched by Xavier Coates. But he couldn't knock it back into the field of play. Oh, Craig Bellamy is going to have an aneurysm after that. And we can confirm or deny that because we're watching him right now.
He looks like he's about to chew the inside of his lip off, like he's in, a nightclub when he's in his 20s.
To the right-hand edge they go, the Panthers. Martin can't get the pass away. Probably a good thing, too. They've been pushing a couple here, the Panthers. Smith takes the hit up. They're inside the 10-metre line.
Happy birthday, Flurry.
Yo, to Fisher Harris. Just keeping it in the middle of the park. A couple of metres short from the line. Here's Luai with the double pump to Alamotti. Out to Taruva. Taruva steps back inside. And he's brought down 5 out from the line. 5th and last. Are they going to run again? Here's Luai. Luai to Cleary. They are going to run. Smith has nowhere to go. He's got support from Fisher Harris at the back. Cleary's been lined up on the 5th and last and put down by Cameron Munster.
Boys, that was stupid.
That is 1 up for the Storm right there. Munster sacking Cleary at the back.
That was dumb. Oh,
and they've lost the ball, the Storm.
Oh,
penalty.
Penalty.
Penalty for a strip. Do they challenge it here, the Panthers? Yes, they do. The captain's challenge is incoming. Captain's challenge incoming. Another mistake for the Storm, or a very relieving penalty. And, well, yeah.
There's 2 backing off.
I think this is going to stand. I don't think Luai's actually playing at the ball, but he does make contact with it. And that could just be enough. We'll see. I would have to say challenge successful. Pappenhausen has just lost this in a loose carry. Inconclusive. So decision stands. Inconclusive. Decision stands, and the Panthers will retain their challenge. So that was pretty much the bunker sitting on the fence and not wanting to make a call.
Grand final, not making a call.
Yep, that was the bunker, in all honesty, just sitting on the fence and not wanting to make a decision.
Oh, Dill Edwards!
A huge touch finder here.
Tried to touch it back in, and unfortunately tapped it further in the other direction.
35 out from the try line now. The Storm can start this attack. 21 and a half gone.
Wasn't a successful challenge, Gamer Boy. It was inconclusive, which means the call stood.
Down the short side with Old McDonald. And he's got a chin, apparently.
He does. Have a look at it. That looked like a little bubble there.
Grant to the left to Munster. With Sean Blaw running off the hip. They're 10 metres out now, the Storm. Slow play the ball. Grant goes from dummy half. Burrows under. And Harry Grant scores. Harry Grant breaks this game wide open.
No, he fucking doesn't.
A tip off the multi.
Try.
We're going to have one of these nights, are we?
He doesn't break the game wide open. All he does is get 4 points, the wanker.
A try for Harry Grant. A tick off the multi.
Bellamy looks like me right now, and it's his team. I need tequila.
It's 4 points to 0, and Harry Grant just caught them snoozing a little bit around the ruck. Cleary was out of play there, and he's gone through Fisher Harris. Fisher Harris, you don't expect that. Melbourne with the first try, so apparently if we go back to 2016, that's the game.
It's been an arm wrestle, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think that's not necessarily a bad thing, because there's not been that many stoppages, has there? So players can regroup and get their breath again. But Penrith, they are a little bit sus on those plays close to the line, and this bloke's good at that, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. That's why I had him in my multi, and he has come through. Harry Grant. Anyway, whose birthday did I miss? Did I see somewhere that it's Flurry's birthday? Is that what I saw? Happy birthday as Nick Meaney with the conversion puts it down the middle, and the Storm lead their 6 points to 0. Harry Grant finding the space, finding some tired defenders, and sneaking his way through.
So is it too early to say that if the Storm score next, they do have the deposit on the game? Or
Oh, well, I mean, the way that the game's going, a 12-point deficit would be massive.
I think so.
Massive. Dylan Edwards gets us back underway. The James says the Panthers seem very rushing, very rushed. They've had a lot of frantic, loose plays on the fifth and last, which is very surprising. Like, I would have thought that the Panthers, who are leading the possession 54% to 46, incidentally, so they will look at that scoreboard and go, what has happened here? But yeah, some frantic loose plays on the fifth and last. You don't expect to see the Panthers caught in no man's land with the ball on the fifth and last like that, and we've seen it a few times, not getting to their kicks. Speaking of getting to their kicks, though, the Storm get through this set, and Hughes kicks it from halfway down to Taruva, who takes it on the full. A tick off the multi. It took 23 minutes for a try to finally be scored, but we got one. Flashbacks to the World Club Challenge, where, yes, the Panthers just couldn't take advantage of all the early running and put points on the board. Up over halfway now goes Fisher-Harris. On play 4. Yo, straight up the middle. Just back to basics here in this set for the Panthers, which is probably a wise decision. Luai down the short side, puts the kick up. Now a little bit of pressure on Warbrick, who spills it, and Taruva comes away with it.
And he was wide open in the middle, past the goddamn ball.
Calm down, it's 0 tackle. It is 0 tackle, don't push the pass. 10 out from the line. Oh, what was that? Thank you. Something happened. Something happened on TikTok. Don't know what it was, but I'm assuming it was a good thing. Oh, a follow. Catters with the follow. Lindsay Smith beats one. He's brought down by Harry Grant.
Can't rip the ball out of his hands, dickhead. There's 2 in the tackle.
Good Lord. Here's Cleary at first receiver. Back to Fish-Harris. And again, a little bit clueless from the Panthers. Lacking direction at the moment, as Edwards takes the tackle 5 metres out from the line. Down the right-hand edge they go. Cleary, inside ball for Tungo. Tungo just puts the head down and goes straight over the top.
That's what you got to do.
A couple tackles left. They're very bunched up here, Penrith. Loose service from Kenny, but it sits up nicely for Luai. Gets the arms free, pushes the pass on. Tap back from Cleary to Alamotti, who fends past one. They get a set restart. They will keep the pressure on here.
Calm down. You know how to play this game.
Mitch Kenny goes from dummy half. It almost opens up for him. Trying to... Oh, was it Sorensen? Sorry. There you go. Sorensen going from dummy half. Now, Lindsay Smith in midfield again. Just a settler. Has his pants pulled down. That's Kenny this time to Cleary. Edwards inside to Tungo. Tungo's getting very heavily involved in this set.
Someone's got a white ass.
Kenny takes a couple of steps before he finds Cleary to Alamotti. Out the back to Luai. Luai to Taruva. And Sonny Taruva scores in the corner. I had the wrong winger in my multi. Let's get a look at the coach's reaction to that one. Ivan Cleary looks pretty pleased. And Bellamy is shouting. And they can probably hear him too, I'd say.
Look at him chewing his lip like he's not 20 in a nightclub.
Mitch Kenny took a couple of steps to Cleary. Alamotti turned his back on the defence and threw the ball back, which created the uncertainty in the defensive line. And drew in Nick Meaney. Nick Meaney didn't know where the ball was, so he had to commit. And that created the space for Taruva.
That's what we need.
Scoring in the corner to make it 6 points to 4. I had the wrong bloody Panthers winger in my
What's his
multi.
name again? Ranger?
Old Panther?
What's
his name?
What's the Ranger's name again?
Sorry?
What's the coach?
The coach. The Ranger.
Assistant.
The assistant coach.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Wallace, Peter Wallace.
Peter Wallace. He used to be a Bronco, didn't he?
Played for the Broncos, yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Did. Be a Bronco. Went back to...
Went back to Penrith. He coached the New South Wales Cup side to a premiership.
Did he finish his career
Yeah, Penrith, yeah.
at Penrith? Yeah. Oh, how do we feel about the Broncos taking Madge away from New South Wales? Because I'd like to, burn Red Hill to the ground. Basically,
That's your team.
I'd prefer New South Wales to win every year.
6 points to 4, and Nathan Cleary will be lining this one up from the sideline. Frank is a Dogs fan, but hopes the Panthers win. Cleary from bang on the sideline, strikes it well, but it's going to push past the left upright to remain 6 points to 4. Could goal kicking become the difference? Yes, it was a very easy kick for Nick Meaney comparatively, but could goal kicking become the difference in a close, tense battle like this one? 6 points to 4. About 30 minutes gone.
They had to work hard for that try. I think that'll give them confidence.
I think, yeah, it would have to, surely. Now, what do you reckon about Alamotti's involvement in that play?
Well, I don't mind eating my words all night if he does that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't up over.
I mean, I realise that your concerns about him were defensively, and that was on attack, as this kickoff goes out on the full, and it's going to come back to halfway. Pappenhausen puts the kickoff out on the full. Oh, Bellamy's going to explode.
I was watching Pappenhausen kick that, and he kicked the skin off of that ball. I was like,
Craig,
that is a massive kick, and then I'm like, you've balls that one up.
Craig Bellamy is about to explode in the coach's box. Sorensen nearly cocked it up.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
That could be a huge turning point in this game. 29 minutes gone. Out on the full. Liam Martin now puts the Panthers right back onto the attack.
I wondered what you were on about there, Flurry.
Luai, inside two, said Scotty Sorensen. Fisher Harris straight up the middle, bumps off Harry Grant. Grant was there waiting for that offload. 10 out from the line. Kenny to Yo. Out the back to Cleary. Inside ball for Martin. Back to Kenny.
Stop bunching in the middle.
Luai. Taruva wants to kick through. It sets up for it. And he's lost the ball, Taruva. The try line was beckoning, and Taruva spills it.
What are you looking at?
They're looking at potentially a stripped out ball.
I'm going to bring you earplugs next season. Sorry. I know I'm yelling straight in your ear, and I apologize. Actually, I might even have some in my bag.
No, it's all good.
Oh, a little kick? Was that
Now
a little
the ball
kick?
brushes the foot of Jerome Hughes. I think that's the first thing that we're looking at. Now Taruva collects the ball. We're looking at it potentially being knocked out, which it was knocked out. Simply a tackling action. Well, I think he pretty clearly lunged at the ball there, personally.
Of course it was just a tackling action. It's a Storm.
But
give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, obviously there was no try. I don't know why they felt the need to put that up.
Well, I know, right?
That looks pretty clearly slapped out to me, but anyways.
Why? Why can't you, Florrie? Why? You're doing October.
It will be a scrum down, Storm feed, 10 metres out from the line, and this is where Pappenhausen could be very dangerous, but it looks like he's not going to get involved as Warbrick steps back in field. All the forwards pulled into that scrum. I thought was an opportunity for Pappenhausen to have a run as Christian Welsh is driven back in the tackle.
Because the bunker doesn't want to be...
Because it was knocked on. It was called knock on. That's how they've got the ball. 30 metres out from their own try line.
Nice tackle.
Solid defence. Mitch Kenny, one of the smallest guys on the field, but geez, he hits hard.
Gotcha, Flurry, gotcha. Well, thankfully, I drink enough for both of us.
The arrow up towards halfway on the fifth and last. Look for Hughes to get this kick away. They're up quickly on him.
Dan drinks enough for you, me.
Don't take it out on. Don't take him out after the kick. Jeez, that was risky. And Dylan Edwards brings the ball back 20 metres out as this game goes back into that grind up the middle of the field. Panthers, they had to try it. Like, I don't think that Ivan would be unhappy about Luai and Taruva trying that little play out. Taruva sensed some space in behind the Storm defence. Luai was pinpoint accurate with the grubber kick through. Just unlucky in the end as Smith crawls up to halfway. Yo, straight up the middle. Gets his pants pulled down. He's wearing blue pants. Fifth and last. Cleary goes on a run. Links up with Martin. They've got numbers to the right here. To'o puts the step on. Flick pass for To'o.
Come on.
And To'o cuts back in field and he's caught half a metre out from the try line. Wow, that was a solid run on the fifth and last that time. Again, the Panthers just not getting the kick away, but very much on purpose on that occasion. Very much so. Straight up the middle goes Warbrick, well wrapped up. Grant scoots away from dummy half.
Well,
blue pants is better than no pants.
Well, it depends on what's under the pants, Mel. Oh, the offload. Wrap them up so they don't get the offload away.
It's Isaiah Yo, you know, so if everything's in proportion. Jesus. Cameron Munster on halfway gets the kick downfield.
Sometimes it never is.
Sometimes it doesn't work that way, I know. 30 metres out from the try line now to Ruva.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Like in Austin Powers, when Mini-Me got his pants down and Austin Powers' dad is like, oh my god, it's a tripod. You're a tripod. Down the short side now on play 3, Cleary looking for support. Nobody was running with him.
Oh, chin on chin. Have a look at him.
Oh yeah, it's Cleary and Old McDonald.
Look at his
there
chin.
They go, face to face, chin to chin, as Michelle said. Short ball here for Sorensen, and it almost opens up for Scotty Sorensen.
He was a big in.
Fifth and last. Cleary with the kick. Not a lot of distance on it. It'll fall 10 metres out. Lost by Coates. Back into the arms of Munster.
Oh, back? You reckon?
Yeah, pretty far back. Coates now is picked up and they tried to drive him backwards. Showed great strength there to hold his own, Xavier Coates. Panthers have gone up a gear here defensively. Bellamy's... I love how Bellamy leans forward as if that's going to give him a closer look.
Maybe he needs to go to Specsavers.
Josh King now up to the 40.
I like how he has to wear his lanyard around his neck like no one knows who he is.
Short side, Grant to
Don't
Munster.
strip it.
And Sean Bloor now, fifth and last. Hughes from halfway puts the kick down, and Edwards is under it, takes it.
Hughes looks gassed.
Edwards now gets away from Welsh, ducks under another tackle, brings it out to the 20. Good kick return there from Edwards. Luai's in at dummy half. He's got To'o. To'o with another good carry. Quick play the ball as well. Storm crowding the play the ball area, but Kenny still gets away quickly. Terran Wishart's on. You'd remember Rod Wishart, obviously, the old Panther.
Oh, the original chin.
Yeah, it was Rod Wishart was playing for St George Illawarra when
Yes, he was.
Storm beat them in the grand final.
Oh, right. There you go. I didn't know that. Cleary inside to Sorensen. Tackle 5 now. 40 metres out. Gets the kick away. Coates is under it, takes it well, but again he's lined up by Martin. And they are just giving the Storm no space on those kick returns.
His hair's giving him extra power tonight. Time since last stoppage, 5 minutes, 28 seconds and counting.
And the one or two times that they have given the Storm any space on kick return, Xavier Coates has nearly broken through.
Some white thighs.
Wishart, that is. Munster, he's going to take the hit up himself. Cleary was there, ready for an offload. They've started to shut down those offloads, the Panthers. They've learnt.
They were shutting them down at the start of the game and they let a few slip out. Now they're back in. Like the Storm did it all night long against the Sharks. It was just offload.
Roosters, you mean?
I don't know, whoever they played last week or the other week before. Roosters, probably. I don't remember. I remember yesterday.
20 metres out from their own line now, the Panthers. Alamotti fights his way a further 10 metres upfield. Now To'o. What are you after?
Yeah, gone remote. It's freaking hot.
Yeah, I don't know what's
going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hot air in this room tonight, people. I thought that was it, but it's not. Oh! Almost drops the ball. It was a risky little pass. Short offload, but he holds on. 5th and last for the Panthers. Cleary with the kick.
He gets the kick away. Again, it's going to fall well and truly short of the try line. Taruva takes it, looks to offload, and goes to ground between the legs of Nick Meaney. And maybe a little too much in between the legs. Did he cop a sack whack there, Meaney?
He copped it from the ball, if that's the case. That was ball-on-ball action.
The grinding game continues.
Just going to let that one go.
Yes. Sometimes the funniest things are the ones that aren't acknowledged,
Oh,
right?
he's a little bit sore too, by the looks. I think they're just gassed. Everybody looks absolutely wrecked out there. I mean, if it's as warm as it is supposed to be, then I'm not surprised. And we're rather warm.
Munster.
We're not running around like that.
Looking for some space to open up. 5th and last. 30 metres out. Fragmented defence here from the Panthers, but Hughes doesn't get a good kick away.
And they're all offside.
It's not a good kick. Warbrick taps it. Hughes gets the toe on it. And that almost became something out of nothing there from the Dally M medal winner. That's number 2.
Oh.
Sorensen unlucky to get a touch to that. Having seen it on replay, it probably goes dead if he doesn't deflect it.
Yeah, that's all right. You have to do what you got to do. You got to grab that ball.
Big run here from To'o up outside the 40.
Holding onto his pants and the ball all in one.
That's the go forward they need. Up to halfway. Only a couple of minutes left to the break.
I don't think he's 100%, James.
Cleary now goes on a run. Fends off one. Munster comes back at him.
And then he does that.
Yo, with quick ball here. Gets the arms free, but no support. 5th and last. To Luai. Luai looks back over the other side of the field. Throws the pass to Cleary. Cleary pops up for Liam Martin, and Liam Martin scores!
Liam Martin! Yeah, baby!
Jerome Luai take a bow because he is the one that saw all that space. Now, in fairness, I'm not out on the field. Maybe Nathan was screaming for the ball. But just from the visuals, put that down to Jerome Luai, who spotted that a mile away. The pass comes left to Luai. Luai's only got eyes to the right. Goes straight to his playmaker. And they caught some lazy defenders, and a huge gap opens up for Liam Martin.
Let's watch Bellamy. Has he got a cheek left?
And the Panthers are going to take the lead into the halftime break, it seems. Jerome Luai with the vision. Is that fair to say, old Panther?
That's fair to say. And this is a combination. Liam Martin off Nathan Cleary. That's been a regular thing.
was going to put him in my anytime try scorer again.
Oh, me too.
Damn it. Why didn't I go with the curls?
I've said this to you many times, Dan, over the years, but it just amazes me the vision that these fellas have, like a split
So
second,
quickly, yeah.
and he
Oh.
realises what's going on, hey?
It's just, yeah. You've played.
Not very well.
So did you ever have vision like that on the field? No?
Me, no, I was hopeless, Michelle.
No? I've been on the end of a good vision from a playmaker on my basketball team. Like, I've been on the end of one, but, you know, I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. So, kick it. Come on. Cleary's lining it up. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Alec McDonald's chin's even bigger than Nathan Cleary's. And he kicks it! Straight down the middle. Lovely. Are we on half time or are we about it? No, we are right on half time. He took his time with that kick. 40 minutes gone of the grand final. It is 10 points to 6. Panthers over the Storm. What an incredible grinding first half of football. Whew.
100%, James. I would love to see. James has said, I guess it comes down to seeing where the defensive fullback is heading or is at. And I would love to have seen the spider cam on that play.
That's a pop.
Just to see where exactly was Ryan Pappenhausen.
Well, we saw it on one.
I don't think you can... The problem with Channel 9 is I don't think you can skip back during a live feed. I would be very interested to suss out the spider cam and have seen that play from above. Because Jerome Luai was straight onto that. He was immediately onto that. All right.
He's such an... He's going to the Tigers, yeah?
Yes.
He's such a big in for the Tigers.
Oh, 100%.
I can't wait.
YouTube, just for total transparency, I'm going to pop an ad in here, so apologies if you get it. Feel free to skip it. I mean, just throwing it in helps the channel out either way. If you don't get the ad, then congratulations, you can still hear us. Yeah, I'm very curious to see the spider cam on that play. Unfortunately, it's too late for that play. I've missed it, but I am going to open up the spider cam so that I have it for potentially for future plays. Because I am actually very curious to see. Flurry! Okay, we'll pop over to the other screen as well while half-time's going on.
Let's join some chat.
Well, first of all, before I throw it over to the chat room, let's get... do you have TikTok installed?
I do.
Would you mind just popping on and seeing if the audio is all good on the stream? I realise it's pretty much pointless checking at half-time.
I can.
Yeah, just curious how that's coming through.
Did you do what I tell you to do today?
No, didn't have time. Panther.
Fail.
Panther.
Yep.
Your thoughts on that first half through the eyes of the Panther, considering that they had the advantage in the possession stakes. I probably wouldn't say they had the advantage territorially, but it'll be some interesting halftime stats either way. How are you feeling? I think the halftime score of 10 points to 6 is probably pretty reflective, in my opinion, of the way the game's gone.
Well, the second 20 minutes, they controlled the field position better, didn't they?
Yeah.
Some of those last tackle plays were a bit iffish, and I'm wondering if that was initially planned. It just didn't, work out the way they planned, because we have seen that before, where a team has preferred to just take the tackle on the last down near the line so that they don't give away 7 tackles.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if they were planned, but they did definitely control territory in that second 20 minutes. I was a bit worried for the first 20 minutes, and the dominating possession, 54% to 46, that's not a lot, because it really depends where you've got that possession. And I'd be interested to see the speed of the play the ball, because initially I thought Storm were lying all over the ruck. But Penrith got a bit of a roll on later, didn't they?
They wouldn't do such a thing.
Not deliberately, would they?
Let's have a look, actually, since you raised it. If we can bring it up here, let's have a look at some of the halftime stats. So we can tell you that, 57% to 43, the possession advantage Panthers. Completion rate, 85% by both teams. Both teams will be unhappy with that, I dare say. Even though 85%, 17 out of 20 sounds amazing, we're talking about Craig Bellamy and Ivan Cleary, right? I don't think either coach will be happy with that completion rate. Richard Trainer says, wow, excuse me. Yeah, he didn't say that. That was me. He says, wow, that was one of the best halves of footy in Grand Final. There was over 35 minutes of straight play without a break until that try. And Edits ZN on TikTok says, up the stars. Is every team just going to take the Waz thing and have a play on it now?
Someone completely different.
So, post-contact meters. This is an interesting one for mine, and I think this is a lot of Brian To'o and his work running it out off those kick receipts. Yeah, post-contact meters to the Panthers, 332 to the Storm's 269. Oh, hang on, this is season long. Is it? I want the match stats.
That's the match stats.
This is the match stats? Okay, I'm on the right screen? Yeah, cool.
Stats. Where did you get season long from? 85% for both teams, 17 out of 20.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what I'm saying is they'll both coaches will be unhappy with that because they set such high standards, right?
They do.
This is what we were looking for, is it? Average play the ball speed. 3.44 seconds to the Panthers, 3.21 to the Storm.
And that's only an average play the ball speed.
Average play the ball speed, yes.
Early on, they were lying over the ruck, I reckon.
Oh, fair enough. Here we go, Mel. Edits ZN has said a Waz supporter going for the Storm to win. That makes a lot more sense than using the Waz.
What do we steal? What do we steal now, Mel?
No. So here's what happened, just to catch you up.
Oh.
Somebody, Edits ZN, popped into the TikTok chat and said, up the SARS, S-A-H-Z. And I went, is every team just going to steal that Waz thing now?
I thought you said stars.
And then Mel said, typical Aussies stealing what's ours. But then Edits ZN clarified and says, Waz supporter, but going for the Storm tonight.
I thought you said stars, so clearly paying attention.
28 tackle breaks to 13 is what I saw, and I thought, hang on, that seems excessively high. But I suppose if it was season-long stats, 28 would be very low, wouldn't it? 28 tackle breaks across the season. It just seems 28 tackle breaks to 13. That's a lot of tackle breaks for a game that's been very tight. It just threw me off there, seeing that stat.
Someone in the chat room mentioned that they felt that Penrith looked fitter, and judging by that last 20 minutes, he may be right, and maybe that's where that 28, or the bulk of that 28 missed tackles comes into it.
Yeah, quite possibly, yeah. Yeah, I feel like the Panthers, to me, I thought Gus got kicked off tonight.
Never. You reckon Gus would ever get kicked off?
Well, it was a legitimate news report. Gus had been booted off the team tonight because of supposed bias.
That's why I shouldn't be doing this stream. I am the Gus to your Rabs.
But anyway, it's good to see Gus there. All right. Now, this is an interesting one. The Panthers kick defusal, 33%. Now, I can tell you exactly why that stat is so lopsided. Because the Panthers, it's been a clear tactic where they've just been standing back when there's no threat on the try line. When there's no threat to the try line, the Panthers have been happy to just stand back, let Melbourne catch those balls on the fifth and last, and they've just waited for them, and they've wrapped them up. High tackles around the chest, locked that ball up. And now, statistically, that can't be a kick defusal because they've just stood back and let the opposition have the ball. So there's a situation where stats don't necessarily tell the full story. You would look at that and you'd go, geez, how have the Storm not scored tries if the Panthers haven't been tidying up those kicks? Well, they have been, just in a different way, one that the stats don't acknowledge. I just wanted to throw that out there in case anyone's looking at the stats, seeing that 75% to 33% kick defusal percentage in favour of the Storm and wondering what's going on.
Can I tag you?
Is that, like, tactically, Old Panther, would you say that's interesting, right? That they've been doing that. They're clearly standing back and letting the Storm take those high balls.
Well, I think one of the lines of commentary during the week was that the Panthers have the two smallest wingers, whereas Melbourne's got two of the biggest wingers. So yeah, it did look like a definite tactic, but I agree with you. It's only got to come unstuck once, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's risky.
And that's ruined it.
They've got to make sure that the Storm don't get a tap back.
Yeah. They've nullified it pretty well so far.
So far, so good, indeed.
Any more tequila?
All right, let's throw it over to the chat room. Courtney Trego, ahoy there. Courtney says, prediction, Panthers win 26-14. Martin Waka on TikTok says, what's the score? I snoozed. Half-time, Martin, 10-6 in favour of the Panthers. Melbourne scored the first try. Harry Grant broke the game open after the early stalemate. And then the Panthers hit back with 2 tries of their own.
Liam Martin scored. I was waiting for him to do something and be like, Liam Martin breaks the game open! AJWR says, up the bras. With a little horsey at the end of it.
So does that... What did he say?
Up the bras.
The bras?
Yeah, the Bronco wars.
Oh, radio. Yep.
Bras.
Beat me to that one.
Gamer Mel says, this game is so stressful. Gamer Mel, obviously a big Storm supporter. Martin Waka says, Union is better code. I'd rather watch Union. Well, I enjoy both, Martin. I do cover the rugby union here on the Waste of World of Sports. I'm looking forward to we're not going to get into it tonight too much because it's the NRL Grand Final, but just so you are aware, I do cover the rugby union and we will be doing the autumn internationals as the All Blacks head over to Europe for a big tour. Mark, Old Panther, go.
No, it wasn't important.
No?
Go on.
I was just going to say, Mark Bales says Panthers 17 points to 11. That's an interesting scoreline.
2 field goals.
Well, it could happen. I mean, if you think one team puts it out to 11 points to 10,
Yep.
say, Storm score first in the second half. It's 10 points all. We get down inside the final 10 minutes. Somebody puts a field goal over. The other team puts a field goal over. We go into golden point at 11 all. They sell a dummy on the drop goal, which we've seen happen before. Panthers have done that before. Sold a dummy on a drop goal and gone on to score a try. Converted to make it 17-11. It could happen, actually. It's not the most outrageous prediction. Over on TikTok, I can't see a username there, so I do apologise, but somebody on TikTok has said, bro, Storm's defence is selling. And I will be perfectly honest, it might just be an age thing, but I don't know what that means.
I didn't hear what he said.
Storm's defence is selling. And I was just saying, I might be showing my age here, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Storm's defence is selling. Selling. S-E-L-L-I-N-G. It could be a typo, but I don't know. What would it be a typo of?
Telling?
Storm's defence is telling.
I don't know what it's telling us, but it's telling something.
Yes. Oh, it means like it's like losing the game, kind of. Ah. They definitely, the Storm's defense definitely got broken up towards the back end of that half. I mean, obviously, because the Panthers scored 2 tries, but it wasn't as tight as it was in that opening 20 minutes. 100%. The Storm's errors are definitely costing them as well, and let's not forget there was another error. There was another error by Ryan Pappenhausen that got unpunished because they ended up coming away with a penalty for that. Gabe Mel getting some agreement from the chat room that it's a stressful game. Stay Hunky says, Dan, did you notice someone's return? Cubing egg equals scrambled egg. Yeah, he's been around a fair few times. And now you've just outed him, Stay Hunky, so you've just outed him that he's got a new name.
Falcon needed a cuddle.
Vincent Spears Music, ahoy mate. Sorry, Vincent, that I never got back to you. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person. Vincent Spears offered... Okay, they're not listening to me.
What do you do?
Vincent Spears, I feel so bad because I read his email and he reached out to me and he asked if he could do a performance on the stream at halftime in the grand final. And then I've just realised I never got back to you, did I? Oh, well. I suck. What can I say? Archie is my boo, says, can you say my name, please? I'm going to appear on some random clip now going, Archie is my boo, and there'll be some weird AI-generated thing that I never actually said that goes along with it. You know what? I'm only joking, obviously, but you do have to be concerned about things like that in the modern day.
Yes.
Having your voice taken and... I mean, I don't know what benefit it would be to anybody, taking a very small streamer, taking my voice and turning it into something, but hey. If we had Nelson, it would be a much closer game. I mean, it's already a pretty close game,
well,
but...
he might not, he might be off.
No, I agree 100%. Nelson...
He's about to pop 2.
Nelson was a big out. Big out.
Oh, they all look like they got reamed
Nelson,
hard by Bellamy.
I'm trying to analyse for you, but...
Sorry.
Nelson gave the Storm so much go forward up the middle, didn't he? And a lot of the Storm's tries that they scored, and they've scored a lot of them in recent weeks, but a lot of them have been off the back of a Nelson run. If you go back and watch the highlights, a lot of those Hughes, Pappenhausen, Grant tries go back a couple of tackles, and what actually started the set was a huge run by Nelson. Now, they are missing him big time tonight. Anyway.
I have a question.
Yes.
Hit us.
In your opinion, how important is the first 10 minutes?
Very.
Oh, it's always very important to set the tone. Both teams have an opportunity to set the tone. And the fact that both sides really held up through that period of time, it would have been probably one of the first things they talked about in the lead up to the game.
Whew.
Second half is underway.
And is he out on the full?
No, it's all good. This time it hooks back in, and I didn't have a chance to have a halftime whiz.
Well, off you go. Off he goes. Ed Vogel, did I say ahoy? I'm not sure if Dan said ahoy and I missed it, but ahoy. Yeah, one last ride. And also, like, Jerome Luai, one last for the Panthers, and Liam Martin as well. So there's a lot to play for out there, that's for sure. Panthers are looking energetic coming out after that halftime break. It is the 5th tackle, though, and they are on the halfway line, just about. Luai with the kick.
All right, that was very relieving.
I'm sorry, back. Stay hunky. It's a...
How about this UFC guy watching the game in the Discord but not popping on to say g'day to us on YouTube?
Oh,
what a cheeky bugger.
God, that's a bit... Well.
Loose ball here by Howarth, and Martin runs away with it, and the Panthers have possession inside the Storm's half. First opportunity of the second half will go to the Panthers here, 40 out from the line.
You talking about me, Jazz Beer?
You call this controlled, Jazz Beer?
I've got a lot of tequila right now.
Sorensen takes on Harry Grant. Harry Grant gets some help. Michael Russell, ahoy there. JYD, ahoy. Bronny James, ahoy there in the TikTok chat. And Tucker Bags, ahoy there. And almost through the middle, Jerome Luai. Almost.
Bronny James, how do you go playing with your dad?
Cleary.
That sounded weird, but you know what
Cuts
I mean.
back in field. Cleary gets the ball to Smith, and they had space to the left. Just could not release the ball out there.
Meany was all over him. Fat kid on a cupcake.
Fifth and last, they're going to run again here, the Panthers. Alamotti fends off, gets it back to Cleary. Cleary grubbers in now, and it's there for Munster. And Munster runs the ball back. And again, a little scrappy and a little loose on the fifth and last, but again, played for.
I feel like they've got some tricks up their sleeve. They want to play. Oh, what are you bitching about now, Munster? How about you just get back, play the goddamn ball?
Pappenhausen goes from dummy half.
And stop bitching to the ref for a goddamn penalty.
The James says Munster is having a blinder. He's popped up everywhere, Munster, and he's taking carries. He's basically playing as another forward tonight, Munster. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity on attack, but he's getting very heavily involved. Now Hughes puts the step on Luai, beats the inside shoulder, but Sorensen's there to bring... Speak of the devil, there is Big Nass on the sideline.
Who's old mate with the sunglasses on? What a poser!
Fifth... you're going to talk about posers when you go for the Broncos? Come on now.
I go for the Broncos, not Walsh.
That's a laugh.
You.
That's a laugh now, talking about posers on other teams, and you go for the Broncos. The ultimate show ponies.
Yeah, but I don't like Reece Walsh. There's a difference.
It's not just him, though. Ezra Mam's a little bit of a show pony.
Punsy little mofo, isn't he?
Tackle 3.
Vincent Spears, right? Broncos. Lol.
Here is Lindsay Smith up over halfway. Caught a little high there. Happy birthday, Archie. Another birthday in the chat room. Nice.
All the October
Cleary
birthday.
goes on a run.
My mum's 70th this month.
Ah. Cheers.
My mum?
Luai slightly off the outside of the boot. Storm let it bounce. This could go anywhere. Tap back by Smith to Taruva. Taruva gets the second kick away, and Pappenhausen collects it. And that was dangerous.
He runs right into that guy. I was
Warbrick.
trying to find his number, and I couldn't find it, and I gave up.
Warbrick up to the 30.
I was like, I'm sure they said 19, but I'm like, that's not Scott Sorensen. That's that big blonde dude. What's his name? Lindsay Smith. No.
Yes.
Yes. Wait.
How long's it going to be before the referee gives in to all these demonstrations? From the Storm?
Well, from either side, really, to be honest. The Storm are obviously doing it more often, but both teams have been appealing for penalties and 6 against that have not been incoming. Fifth and last here. Here is 40 out from the line. Puts the kick down the middle. Edwards under a little bit of pressure. Takes it well. He's been taken in the air, Edwards. Edwards has been taken in the air.
His head was taken off.
He's knocked it on as well.
You better be looking at that, Klein.
He's dragged it forward. Are they going to challenge the Panthers? It's not looking like it. Yes, they are.
Good.
Captain's challenge. I do feel like Dylan Edwards was taken in the air here. Not completely taken out, but there was definitely contact with him in the air, and I dare say this will end up being a Panthers penalty.
Good.
Oh, well, Warbrick's tapped the ball there. And it's been lost forward by Coates.
It's Xavier Coates. Warbrick.
Yeah, been tapped forward by Xavier Coates.
How could you mistake that ugly mug?
No penalty, but it will be Panthers ball.
Good. Stop, Grant. Stop bitching. Off, you bugger. Wait, I can say the F word now, can't I?
I'd still rather you don't.
Okay,
but,
I'll try not to.
yeah, try not to. It's just if one slips out, which I know it will in a Storm game.
Off, you. Bleh.
It is still better that we don't.
Oh, Joey Johns, don't you be giving me my Joey Johns a little bit of grief there, Flurry.
Oh, why? What's he done? We can't hear, obviously. What's he said or done? Kenny to Edwards. Up towards the halfway line. Stay Hunky's not happy with the video ref. Stay Hunky's a Storm supporter, though. That makes sense. Down the short side. Sorensen on the 5th and last. 40 out from the line. Cleary gets the kick away. Taruva's racing through to put pressure on. Takes it, Taruva. Offloads back to Kenny. Kenny's got Sorensen in support. And Sorensen is taken centimetres short of the try line.
How did Sonny Taruva catch that damn ball?
That was nearly
massive.
A very telling moment.
That was nearly Sonny Taruva breaking this game open. Look at him.
Did the old Billy Slater on
He
Pappenhausen
did.
as well.
He had a leg out. He was slatering all over that play.
Christian Welsh
Loses the ball.
Munster spills it out the back. It's still play on though. Storm ball.
Even though it was lost.
And that's tackle 3.
Oh, stop bitching, Hughes. Get up and play the ball.
Jerome Hughes appealing for a crusher.
Appealing for someone messing up his hairdo. That's what he's appealing for.
Well, he's wearing headgear, so you can't really mess up his hairdo.
Well, he can mess up something.
Christian Welsh dumped on his back. 5th and last, the Storm trapped inside their own 30. Hughes shanks that one a little bit, and it's taken by Toto in great field position. Here come the Panthers now. They've elevated. You just feel it. The Panthers have just gone up a gear, and the Storm have struggled at the moment to go with them. They're hanging in.
Where's that coach cam?
Oh, sorry, yeah. I put the spider cam up on account of wanting to see... it hasn't returned yet?
I want to see
and the Panthers come up with a huge mistake. Massive. Big hit from, who is that there? Eli Katoa with the big rat's tail, forcing the mistake on Dylan Edwards. And what a let-off this is. Well, that's a big moment. All these little moments.
Dylan Edwards knows it too.
All these little moments add up into the final outcome of this game.
The Munster has... Not Munster, Pappenhausen.
Vincent's... Shrum down the short side they go, and big fend from Katoa. Created the mistake from Edwards and now takes the first carry. It is a nice little purple patch in this last 5 minutes for Eli Katoa.
I don't know, Vincent Spears, if you follow the AFL and saw the Brownlow medal controversy.
We didn't.
So...
Trent Liero.
We can talk about that after the game.
30 minutes. Thank you. 25 out from the line now, the Storm. Munster. Flat pass there to Blore. Blore looks to get the arms free. Well wrapped up by 3 Panthers. Play the balls in the red zone. 25 to the Panthers, 5 to the Storm.
What is the red zone?
Inside the 20.
Okay.
Where the red line is.
Okay.
Which I think is just a coincidence. I don't think that's on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, did that make me look really stupid?
Munster with the crossfield kick for Coates, who catches it, bats it back, and the Storm have scored.
Held up!
Has he been held up, or have the Storm scored? This will go up as a try. Actually, it's got to go up as no try,
it's
surely.
Up as no try, because
it has to.
On his back.
It has to go up as no try.
No try.
William Hunt, ahoy there.
Oh, and he's got some claret.
It's young Keanu.
Looks like Keanu from last night in Speed.
Young Keanu. Now the backpack from Xavier Coates. Again, the Panthers have not contested.
That's where they need to.
And here is the backpack. We've finally seen it. The tap back from Coates.
And he let it go before he went out, so that's fine.
Howarth collects the ball. Burrows under. Edwards is there.
Stop.
Toto gets in. Toto gets in and has a good sniff. He's got it down, Howarth. Young Keanu. Young Keanu has scored.
Matt Thompson feels like the end of that ball's on the ground.
That it is. It well and truly is.
On the ground. Wow.
And we are all locked up with the kick to come.
Young Keanu has a try. I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, my multi.
Keanu.
I feel like my multi's shot to pieces now. Young Keanu Howarth has scored the try and locks us up.
Mine is 110%
No
shot
try.
to pieces. No try?
No try.
What?
Why is that a no try?
What? What?
I'm sure the ball gets down.
Right there.
There's an arm under it.
Reckon?
Yeah.
There's an arm under it there.
Wow.
I reckon the point hits the ground. And this is me.
Whoa, that's a huge call.
Wow. So let the record show I'm flabbergasted by that.
And maybe that's the wake-up call for that tactic.
Yes, maybe.
I
Because
thought you
they
were
got
going to say
away
that's
with
a
it.
wake-up call for me and I was about to hit you.
A lot of people swear it went down. Vincent Spears music.
I swear it went down.
Let's get a look at Bellamy. Fifth and last, Panthers get the kick away. Taken by Coates at the back. Coates lines them up. Martin's wrapped him up though. Tungo in to help.
There was not a massive reaction from Bellamy, which is interesting.
Up to halfway, here's young Keanu, frustrated that he didn't get that try.
Well, look, honestly...
Play on, says Klein. They're trying to milk the 6 again here, the Storm.
How many times has it gone in the Storm's way when it shouldn't have?
Good night, everyone. That was BS. And Richard Trainer's probably going for the Panthers too, in all honesty. Richard Trainer, I think, would be going for... I mean, I might be wrong, but I think he's going for the Panthers, and he's like, nah, I'm done. That was terrible.
If I'm not done, you can't be done, Richard.
2, Katoa, who puts the arm out, tries to put the fend on Alamotti. Alamotti brings him down. Oh, no, he doesn't care. Sorry, I thought you were a Panthers fan for some reason. Fifth and last, 20 out. Hughes puts the kick up, contestable. And again, they stand back and watch it and wrap it up on the fifth and last.
All held.
Hand over, 10 metres out from the try line, right in front of the posts. Panthers ball. Vincent Spears Music says, in the wise words of Gus Gould, no, 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 no. That is going to be one of those decisions that's very, very torn down the middle. There will be Panthers supporters that swear blind it was held up. There'll be a lot of neutrals and Storm supporters that are sure it went down. William Hunt says, I thought it was grounded. I'm confused now. That is going to be a talking point for sure as Edwards breaks away from old McDonald. Well, JYD, I don't think Melbourne should walk off considering the history they've had in terms of calls like that. But
walk off? Yeah, I don't think they should walk off. They should consider that one of very few in the loss column as opposed to one of a lot in the win column
how
where they shouldn't have had one.
How long did Cameron Smith play?
Far too long.
However long Cameron Smith played, basically, is what I'm getting at. Is they've got that many years of decisions going their way
exactly
to walk off over one.
You know, like when he
Pappenhausen finds some space down the short side, links up with Coates. Coates has got Pappenhausen in support, but well wrapped up by Isaac Tungo. A try-saving effort from Tungo to stay with him.
Fourth tackle.
Fragmented defence now for the Panthers. Hughes will put the kick on and play 4. And this will dribble into touch. And the Panthers are off the hook there.
Richard Trainer. Good answer.
Ah, the doggies. Okay. Which is basically the Panthers, so I was kind of right. Sorry, cracked myself up with that one. I apologise.
I didn't hear you, otherwise I would have laughed too. What'd you say? Say it again.
Oh, he said no, doggies. So I said, the doggies. So basically the Panthers. So I get away with that one. I get away with that one.
When the doggies basically be the dogs.
How?
I don't know. I don't know.
30 metres out from their own try line here, the Panthers. They've survived an almighty scare.
I think the doggies did really well this season.
Looking
forward to next season.
Sorry, over on TikTok, Marku has said, watch Bizza score soon. Fifth and last here for the Panthers. Cleary puts the kick in over the top, finds grass. It sits up for Pappenhausen, 10 out from the try line.
We hope he
scores Pappenhausen's
soon.
Caught by Cleary.
I mean, he's in my multi, but, you know, we hope he scores soon. He just popped up as much.
And a penalty now to the Storm. A second effort in the tackle. And this is a relieving piggyback upfield.
JYD, he was on the bench. He came onto the field. No, Tyron Wishart. So Rod Wishart might actually be on the bench, sitting there having a chill. Oh, don't you like it when you get...
hand in the face, a little rub from Cleary there on Pappenhausen.
Oh, please. Munster's been doing it all night. Call it both ways, ref.
I've actually not seen Munster do it at all tonight.
I've seen him do it twice.
I know that he's done it before. Remember in State of Origin when he gave Cleary the slap? and it wasn't penalised.
He's done it, and it wasn't penalised. Funnily enough. Yeah, so Rob Wishart could be on the there
Could
on the
very well
bench.
be. I'm sure he's in the
Sitting with
crowd
his
at
son.
very least. Hughes on to Katoa. Katoa with another strong carry. Offloads back for Hughes. This second phase ball is where they're dangerous. There is Wishart.
Did Rob Wishart finish his career with Melbourne? Did.
Hughes with a flat pass to Katoa. That was surely forward.
Google this.
30 metres out from the try line now, the Storm. They're just on top in this little period, the Storm. Hughes out the back to Munster. Munster to Blore. Blore loses it forward and it sets up for Edwards. Edwards is wrapped up by Harry Grant, but the Panthers on 0 tackle. Survive that.
No,
JYD says hope Royce Simmons is in the crowd.
no, he was a career Illawarra St George Illawarra man.
Next year, Vincent Spears music. We won't talk about it much until after the game, potentially, but next year I'm looking forward to. Next year is going to be flipped on its head, I reckon. There are going to be some teams that have had some great signings that'll be up in the 8 that we haven't seen for a while.
Look.
Up over halfway. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. I think next year
Yeah.
is gonna
it's gonna be
do
cracker.
that. I think it's gonna be, you got Luai going to the Tigers. Where's Liam Martin going?
Nowhere.
I thought he was leaving.
No. 40 metres
Oh.
out from the line. Cleary puts the kick up. Warbrick's under it. Warbrick takes it. Warbrick swivels away from one, but great chase there from To'o.
Why are you grabbing your head, Warbrick? No one touched your stupid head.
Actually, it was Alamotti who made that tackle.
They didn't touch his head.
But he, no, Liam Martin's not going anywhere.
I thought he was going somewhere.
Fisher Harris is going to the Warriors.
Fisher Harris is going to Warriors.
Taruva's off to the Tigers as well, yep.
It's not really much of a gain, though.
What, Taruva?
No, Fisher
Oh, Fisher
Harris.
Harris. That's a massive game for the Warriors. What are you on about?
They've already got big men. They need another one, especially one that's always
for-
in the bin.
But their best player, Fanua Blake, is coming to the Sharks next year. Fifth and last, here's Munster. Puts the kick in, looking for Coates. Edwards is planted under it. Jumps up and takes it. 10 metres out from the line. This is going to be a tense finish. You feel like,
It's been a tense game.
based on some of the stats, as the Pacific Championships start on October 18th, there you go.
Aquaman on the podcast full time. I gotta say.
He has signed a contract. Great news. Well,
You might have signed a contract, not getting more money than me, that's for sure.
he is going to be more active, especially during the off-season, but we're going to be talking a lot of wrestling. There's going to be a lot of post-season wrestling streams that he will be involved in. As the Panthers run it here out to the wide on play 4, we have not seen a lot of movements out wide in this game. It has been, as I said before the stream, straight up the middle. Fifth and last, this is a high looping ball. Warbrick does well to take it. And he gets on the outside of Luke Garner almost. And brings it back to the 30. As up the sheds, up the tunnel goes To'o. To'o's off. That's big news. Brian To'o is off the field for a HIA, presumably.
When? Why? What happened? Where did I miss that?
He's off for HIA, it would seem. Sorensen has come onto the field.
So if he's off for a HIA, why isn't there anything happening with, someone on report?
Because you don't necessarily have to be on report for a HIA to be called. I'm just assuming HIA.
His ankle, okay.
Fifth and last, the kick through, taken by Warbrick and wrapped up half a metre. Someone saying knee now as well. Funnily enough, Flurry, actually, yes.
Shut up, James.
Funnily enough, yes.
Doing the Pacific Championships, yeah?
Yes. Pacific Championship and the Rugby Autumn Internationals, the European Tour. I'll be covering that as well.
The NBA starts soon.
Oh, fantastic.
Can I do some NBA?
You know what we should do? Yes, you can if you want. But you know what we should absolutely do is have a board game session of NBA Jam session.
Let's go!
Cleary goes
Cleary
straight up
through
the
the
middle.
middle.
Ankle tap, saving the day there for Trent Liero. As
Harry
Cleary
Grant.
is brought to ground on halfway. Here's Luai. Oh, someone's been folded in half in back play. One of the Panthers is down in back play, folded in half. He's still down on the halfway line. Fifth and last. They're going to run it again here, the Panthers, and just hand it over on the 20-metre line.
Are they aware that it's fifth and last?
I don't think they were on this occasion. I think they might be playing for a penalty here. Was this a late hit on Mitch Kenny?
Yes, it
Not
was.
really. I feel like they either didn't realise it was fifth and last, or they were hoping for a late call there from the bunker, as Mitch Kenny had been laid out in back play.
He's up. He's good. What's the ESL?
Don't know.
English is the
English
second
Super League?
language.
English Super League?
English is the second language. Oh, number 14. I don't know who that is. Tyron Wishart. He has to very, very go gadget arms to get that pass. Oh, through the middle. Number Sean Bloor. God, I don't know these names. I'm nowhere near as good as Dan when it comes to learning the names. Probably because I care absolutely nothing about Melbourne Storm. Oh, big kick though, and it goes straight down the throat of To'o's replacement there on the wing. I can't see his number, so I have no idea who it is. Military Dill, though, we can tell who he is. We need a better nickname for him. Breaking news. Brian To'o under injury assessment for his knee.
That will be massive if To'o's out for the remainder of the game. Massive. 20 minutes still remaining.
Well, he's in my multi. Does that void it?
Oh,
Can I
jeez,
have my
he's
money
in
back?
mine as well. No, I don't think it'll void it this late into the game.
Bitch. Who's Brett Kenny's son? We were talking about Tyron Wishart.
Mitch Kenny.
Oh, Mitch Kenny. Is
I
that,
don't think
is
so.
that- I don't think so. Oh, is he?
I don't think so. Fifth and last, Cleary from 40 out puts the kick in. Contestable. Pressure on the Storm. Martin comes away with it. Martin, he's got support from Leota. Leota's got Paul Alamotti out wide. And Paul Alamotti scores in the corner. And that is a massive try. Paul Alamotti in the corner. Oh, Liam Martin nearly made complete mincemeat out of it. But somehow they've found their way to the try line in the corner. Another rough conversion incoming here for Nathan Cleary.
It was an attempt at English. And what I was trying to convey was, why are you passing in and running towards defenders? There is an open hole.
Oh, hang on. Was he onside? Was Liam Martin onside? He collects the ball, gives it to Leota, who saw the space with Alamotti. Alamotti has scored it.
No space. There was more space on the inside. There was more space in this room than there was on that sideline.
I want to see the offsides. I feel like...
Well, they've gone to an ad, so I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know if I saw it in real time, the replay, but it looked like Liam
Try
Martin...
being confirmed?
Not yet. Liam Martin might have been a step offside. We've gone to commercial because there's been so few breaks in play. They're throwing commercials in every chance they get. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. Liam Martin may have been a step offside here. It'll need to be looked at.
Looks like try confirmed. The points are still up. They've got him in his try. Liam
Try confirmed now.
High five.
It was never in doubt.
Moses, Leota out to... Oh, God.
Three of them chasing him, including Xavier Coates, who's the biggest man on the...
I want to know. Well, I want to know why. I want to know why Liam Martin stopped in the first place once he collected the ball. I know that he bumped off. He jumped up, competed for the ball, caught the ball, and he sort of bumped off the Storm defender. But I don't understand why he just stood in spot and offloaded rather than putting the head down and going himself. What do you reckon, old Panther? I thought it was on for him.
Going through his mind,
I thought it was on for him.
Yeah.
They made it difficult. They made it out wide just to keep us interested.
What are we looking... Yeah, just to keep us interested. You could have gone in. You could have made it easy for Cleary. Nah. Mitch Kenny.
Nathan Cleary from the sideline. Not on his favoured side of the field, by the way. Vic, give me $5. Ahoy, mate. He's taking a long time here lining this one up. Cleary pushes it past the upright, or past this near upright. Can't hook it around, and that is two missed conversions now from Cleary. Two difficult ones. Brian To'o is off for assessment on his, was it knee or ankle? Knee.
Doesn't look like Brett Kenny is any relation to Mitchell Kenny.
No, of course not. Lennox Wilson, ahoy there.
What do you mean, no, of course not?
I was just about to say that there were some worrying signs in Penrith's back line there with the ease that the Storm were able to get through out in the centres. Then they've turned it around and done that.
Liam Martin, though.
Oh, Dicky knee. Hey, it's Saturday.
Stop it. Where? In a chat?
Oh, no, James is just saying Dicky knee.
Oh, huh?
For To'o.
How good was Dicky knee?
For Brian To'o, but presumably also a play on words for Hey, it's Saturday.
Yes, Hey, it's Saturday.
And if he didn't mean it,
amazing.
I'm still taking it as that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, Jay Hunky, 5 years ago, this was going the other direction, so good.
Slow set of 6 here. Yeah, I thought so, James. Stop shouting at me.
Sorry.
No, not you, James.
I know.
Yeah. 5th and last, the kick downfield taken on the fall by Pappenhausen.
The Red Knight, no, we're not a couple. We're just mates.
Pappenhausen back to Coates, up the middle of the park. 63 and a half minutes gone. 14 points to 6. Breaking news. Likely to return. Yes.
The
That's
Grand
great
Final
news for
hero.
the multi.
They've struck him up and they're going to send him back out there.
This is fantastic for the multi.
For the what?
Multi. I nearly said movie for some reason. Multi. Fantastic for the Munster spills it.
Munster!
Cameron Munster.
Oh, 2 hands on the ball, buddy. It's first rule of footy.
Cameron Munster, of all people, one of the biggest mistakes of his career at the most inopportune time, and they are letting him know about it. And it is flaring up now.
I'm not going to lie. He was lippy to James Fisher-Harris about that, and he just gave it back to him. So it's not a little bit of a thing. He's like, you know what? Get off me.
They are letting him know about it, and fair enough too. But the teams come together in midfield for a little bit of shirt grabbing. And now here we go. Yep, they've missed out on a lot of ad opportunities.
They have. There has been no ad breaks in this game, which has been amazing because the less I see about the block, the better.
Old Panther, big mistake that one, huh?
Well, what's the hold up now though? Because I noticed
because they were having a fight.
Storm's holding onto the ball.
Probably.
Oh, the shoulder.
Shoulder to the face.
He's
after.
I dropped the ball, but oh my god, I cocked a shoulder to the face because I can't play a contact sport.
Shoulder to the face after the play. That this is not going to get called up, surely.
That better not be called up because seriously, if that's called up, I'm going to go down there and stab somebody.
You're jumping on this.
Holy Jesus!
You're jumping on the first flight. Hamey278 on TikTok says, "Come on, Storms." It is the Panthers in possession though. 40 out from the line. Luai to Leota.
I'm sorry, I just had a full home moment.
That honestly would have been the softest grand final penalty ever if that got called.
I fully channeled Homer Simpson then when I was doing that whole thing.
Up the puppies says, "Go the Panthers."
Oh God!
Kenny looking for space around the play. The ball area is caught high there from Josh King. But
smacked in the head again, but you know, that won't be called.
No, keep the whistle away. Let him play. Cleary to Martin. Martin cuts back towards the post.
No, look, I agree. Keep the whistle away, let him play. But if it was Storm getting smacked in the head, they'd be bitching and moaning and stamping there on the spot, having a fucking tantrum. Sorry, a little lift.
Kenny to Lua. Lua runs to the line. Out to Garner. Garner keeps the ball alive.
Is that Garner?
Basketball pass. Back to Cleary. Cleary pops it back for Sorensen. Sorensen breaks away. It's wrapped up by Harry Grant. And Harry Grant brings him down 5 out. It's a clear tactic not to kick on the 5th and last. I mean, if we didn't...
very slow to get up from that tackle.
If we didn't know already, it's a clear tactic. Because once again, they've just taken it to ground. Not giving away any potential broken field play. Not giving away any potential 7 tackle sets. As a matter of fact, have we seen one 7 tackle set tonight? I don't think we have we? Oh,
no.
I think so.
Someone's lost a boot.
Old Panther?
Yeah, I think there has been one.
Has been one?
Yeah,
No,
I think so.
when? It has.
Yeah, that'd be the one where they had the 7 tackles.
Sharks have had one in finals before, but it wasn't officially one.
You can't argue with that, can you?
5th and last, Jerome Hughes puts the kick up. Taruva's under it. Taruva takes it.
Who's Joe Dirt? Are you talking about Pappenhausen?
Yeah, Pappenhausen.
Well, you were talking him up. All season he's had an absolute blinder, and now he's having a...
Oh, he hasn't been bad. I think Munster's got himself more involved physically through the middle, but his playmaking has suffered for it.
Right, William Hunt? Right? Honestly.
It's free on Channel 9 up the puppies. Liam Martin steps back in field.
I thought you were going to say the block there, and I was like, I don't care.
No.
Luai, stop with the little step. Just goddamn run the ball.
Tackle 4 here for the Panthers. Oh, big front foot momentum now. You feel like they're on top, right?
Stop it. Don't jinx them.
I'm not meaning to. I'm just calling the game.
That was a...
I've got to say
Is that a
things.
whistle? Was that
Yeah,
60
no,
again?
fifth and last.
Fifth and last.
Cleary from 20 out puts the ball high.
But, you know.
Down the middle of the field. Contestable. It's spilt by the Storm, but not
Someone
forward.
get Paps. Someone take Paps out.
Pappenhausen runs it back to the 20. Oh, your TV isn't working. Oh, sorry to hear that, up the puppies.
Who's TV? Aw.
I don't say this very often, but it's the last game of the year, so Wasted Water Sports on Discord. If you can find it, congratulations. That's about all the help I'm legally allowed to do.
Oh,
Bo Unit says, where are all the head highs?
I swear to God, every time the camera cuts to Jerome Hughes, he's going, like, come on! Play the freaking game!
Hami278. Hami278 says this guy should be a real NRL commentator. They couldn't handle me, Hami.
What are you bitching about? Oh,
6 again for ruck interference. Here comes the Storm with 13 minutes to go. The Storm
literally
coming
just
back
lay on the
into
ground.
it. Meanie
Massive tackle. Stop
to
the offloads.
Blaw dancing around down in the... Get up on him. Sean Blaw brought down. 20 metres out.
Oh,
They're all out of puff, aren't they?
There needs to be a break in play. Will the break in play be
no.
a Melbourne Storm try?
No.
I'm allowed to share an opinion on the game, for God's sake.
No.
10 metres out from the line, Jerome Hughes taking the ground. We get a good... Oh, what's he wearing? What kind of pants is he wearing under there?
In the red knight, I need like 6 try scorers right now.
Vaalepu. Here is Nelson's replacement fighting his way towards the line. He's held up and driven backwards. Oh, that's a big run from Lazarus. Munster now puts the rubber kick through. Played at by the Panthers and into touch. It'll be 6 more tackles. Not played at. Munster's fired up. Hang on, it is played at. Yes. I thought Munster was going crazy about the call because Cleary
clearly kicked
clearly played at that. Got myself tongue-tied there.
Clearly kicked it.
Pressure is still on here for the Panthers. Storm, 5 metres out, 11 minutes to go. Oh, we've got a huge finish incoming. Munster,
come on, Panthers.
off the shoulder.
Hold him out.
And
Hold
Welsh.
him out.
Was it Welsh? I don't know who that was.
Who cares?
Munster, 10 out. He's getting very heavily involved in attack now. Blaw, taken down. Still fight. He loses the ball. Oh! Penalty to the Storm. Oh, did they take the 2?
Of course it is.
Take the 2.
He's not taking the 2. He's taking the tap.
They're going to tap and go. I would have taken the 2. Make it a 6 point. Poetry Falcon, ahoy there. There he is.
I don't know why it was.
Harry Grant Burrows under looking for a double. He's held up. Tackle 3.
Double. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he scored first. Munster.
Come on.
Can't find Jerome Hughes. Fends off one. Still going Munster. Brought down. 8 metres out here, the Storm. Pressure on. Big defensive effort from the Panthers so far. Katoa. Driven backwards. Tackle 4. Big couple of tackles here. Hughes to Munster at the back. Now Howarth. Young Keanu takes them on. He's driven towards the sideline. Young Keanu. And he is taken over into touch. Young Keanu tackled over the sideline. And the Panthers know how massive that moment was. Pats on the back all around.
Speed bust that up your ass, didn't it?
What the hell? Jeez. Wow. Wow. Well, clutch defense, says William Hunt.
I don't even know what I meant by that, but okay.
Yeah, so Poetry Falcon, welcome along. This is indeed the new thing.
Remember that movie? Bus?
This is indeed the new thing, yes. Intoxigamer will be making a return, by the way, Poe, but at the moment, this is the thing. And if you're seeing the numbers in the chat room, you can probably understand why.
And that little best moment was absolutely not poetry. I don't know what that was.
Oh, that's a great little tie in there.
No, don't save it. I don't care.
That was a nice little tie in. I like that one. No, Speed Bus, James. Young Keanu.
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves.
the movie Speed was on last night. The bus, you know, can't go under 50. What's his name? As the villain. Name his name.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while.
But Sandra Bullock, she's.
Oh, I know Sandra Bullock was in it. She was looking smoking in that movie, by the way.
She was smoking in the second movie too, which was on straight after.
What would have made it perfect if somebody pinned her eyes back? Anyway, I digress. Isaiah up over halfway on the 5th and last. And Cleary gets the kick away down the middle of the field, taken by Xavier Coates. 8 points the difference, 8 minutes to go. Can they do it? The Melbourne Storm. How are you feeling over there, old Panther? Nerves kicking in? Or?
Nervous as. In this sort of game, 8 points. It can go either way.
If at any point you feel like, good Lord,
It was 50.
Good Lord, I need the camera off me, you just let me know. Melbourne are starting to get on top. Well, you can just... You've got the option of just stepping off screen.
This is true.
The old Panther's got the camera nailed right at him and he's sitting down.
Dennis Hopper.
5th and last, Munster puts the kick up. Alamoti's under it. Misses it completely and it goes over the dead ball line for a 7-tackle set. Nathan Cleary clutching at the shoulder.
He wasn't clutching it.
Yes, he was. He was clutching his shoulder.
It was a little finger like this. It wasn't a clutch. It was Nathan Cleary just going...
He's looking a little bit ginger here, Cleary.
Clutching, he's like this, you know, but
What's going on?
He's going like this. What the hell are they looking at?
Captain's challenge, I think, looking for a touch on the ball from the Panthers here from this kick.
Well, they do need to score next GYD if they want to stay in it. Falcor is hiding under the desk.
And it's off Xavier. By the looks of it, this is just off Coates. I can't see a touch from Alamotti. Maybe the little finger.
He died.
Who?
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper. When?
2010.
Oh, God. Really?
Good Lord.
There you go.
He was 74. I didn't know he was dead.
You know who, actually, as we look at this replay, I had that happen just the other day, actually. For some reason, I was like, oh, what was that dude's name that played Shane in Home and Away? Dieter Brummer. And I looked him up and I'm like, Jesus, Dieter Brummer died? When did that happen? Apparently it happened a few years ago.
Oh, the chin. Chin on chin action.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Look at that.
And
Look
the
at
Panthers
the size of it. It's bigger than
will get a 7-tackle set here. NRL edits.
Yeah, he's
NRL edits says Panthers are going to win.
Shame. Right, that was terrible.
I think it's a bit too
7-tackle
early.
set. We've got one. 2 minutes in.
It's a bit too early to
It's
claim.
the first or second one. We're not entirely sure. Challenge unsuccessful. Oh, who's that?
I don't know. He's bouncing up and down that sideline.
He's very excited to get on. Oh, is that Schneider? Oh, yeah, it would be. Schneider's getting ready to come on for Cleary.
Oh, God, he looks like a Swede. You know, blue eyes, blonde hair.
Yes.
Go!
Fends his way through. Offloads for Lindsay Smith. And Smith is brought down 20 out from the try line.
Tackle.
Cleary on play 4. He's still out there. Grubber kicks through. He's taken out. Cleary. It's been cleared by Ashley Klein and Pappenhausen collects it at the back.
And
maybe the wrong option there.
No, they're not going to say that's high. Amazing.
Taken back, dragged back inside the 10-metre line.
Well, his shoulder's not working. He has to resort to his kicks. Liam Martin
he seems fine.
Back.
He seems like he's all good there, Nathan.
Seems like he's fine.
R.I.P. John Amos as well. Yes, Dr. Pooh. Yes. Melbourne Storm with the ball here. 20 out from their own try line. Xavier Coates with the... Here's To'o on the sideline, screaming. Munster goes on a dart outside the 40, up towards halfway.
Actually, I'd like to say R.I.P. J. Maggie Smith.
It is tackle for an early kick here from Wishart.
Whom we lost.
I don't understand why. That was tackle 4, right?
Yes, it was tackle 4.
And they've kicked it straight down the throat of Edwards, who now runs crossfield. Risky pass to Taruva. Jeez, that was risky. Time off here. Oh, what's happening? What's happening in back play?
I think Alamotti's complaining about something,
Chris
isn't he?
Christopherson, very much so, Dr. Pooh.
Oh, Alamotti's claiming a bite.
A bite? Who bit you?
There's been a Mike Tyson here.
Was it Grant?
Harry Grant out as the captain. Harry Grant's the captain, I think, for the Storm tonight. Oh, Cameron Munster's had a munch on him.
Did Munster bite someone?
Calm down. Cameron Munster's had a munch on Alamotti's arm.
His new nickname is Muncher.
No, we can't do that because that's what I call Laura on account of she.
Muncher!
No, we can't do it.
Yes, you can.
No, we can't.
Motherfucker munched him. And he's bitching that he shoved his arm into his mouth. Mate, you can't take a bite out of someone.
Paul Alamotti makes an official complaint and it's on report.
I'll make an official complaint.
He can't believe it, Munster.
Oh, dear me.
Well, they can't come back for a penalty, right? It's just play on. You can't come back for a penalty on that. It's just going to be looked at further by the match review committee.
That is a bite. That is a bite. And he's like, look at the mark on his arm.
Panthers in possession. Munster's on report for biting.
Cameron Muncher. You douchebag.
30 metres out from their own try line here, the Panthers. Lindsay Smith.
Oh, can't even see bellyache in the coach's cam right now. Yeah, well...
Oh, 100% DJ Shack. I don't think you could call it
you can't,
legitimate based on the replays, is what I mean.
I mean, he's not going to leave any bite marks because of the mouth guard, so...
Yeah.
But, yeah, that is a send-off. That is... well, I never said send-off, so you can't agree with me on that one. But, yeah, I think we really need to put that on your little spreadsheet. Cameron Muncher is his new nickname.
I can't do it.
Yes, you can.
Because that's what I call a Laura. Liam Martin spills it forward.
But it doesn't matter.
No, it'd just be confusing for me. Nichols. Are you a Phoenix Suns man now, Nichols? I thought you were a Lakers man.
Please.
I thought Nichols was a Lakers man.
Well,
they're challenging this, the Panthers. Well, it was a clear knock on from Liam Martin, I thought. Yeah. Tackling action.
4.5 minutes to go. You haven't used your challenge. You haven't wasted your challenge. Use it. Come on, Panthers. Alright. Dan's wandered off, so I'm going to attempt to do some calling of some description. It's the third tackle, and the Storm have got the ball, and they're about onto their 40. They're about 35 metres. So, young Keanu, play the ball. The chin against Isaiah Yao. They're on the 50-metre line with with the fifth tackle. Little chip and chase from Jerome Hughes, which goes straight down the throat of Military Dill, who Pappenhausen has jumped on immediately and absolutely does nothing. Jerome Hughes is having a bitch about something in back play.
JYD wants to know.
Dylan Edwards is up playing the ball, doesn't give an absolute stuff about what Jerome Hughes is bitching about.
Dylan Edwards wants to know. Sorry, JYD wants to know, would you rather be munched or hopper-wadded?
Hopper-wadded.
What do you reckon, old Panther? Munched or hopper-wadded?
Depends on your definition of munched.
Oh, yeah, munching where? Depends where the munch is, I guess.
Luai. With a little kick, a little twist, a little spin, he's playing around with old mate Meanie and
He's what?
Playing around with him. He's just spinning
Dear
around.
God, what are we watching?
I don't know. Are you talking about munching and hopper-wadded? I don't know what we're watching.
Now we're playing around with meanies.
Well, he wishes. Jared Wallace, I feel ya. I feel you, mate. Oh, I feel ya.
Cleary gets the kick away. 3 minutes to go.
Less than 3 minutes to go. Liam Martin is in there again.
One hand on the trophy. Penalty to the Panthers. Cleary's been taken out after the kick. Cleary's been taken out after the kick, and it's a penalty.
I feel like I'm smiling way too much about this.
Oh.
I feel like I'm smiling way too much about
this. Is game, set, match, right? 8 points the difference.
Chin on chin. Have a look at it.
Old McDonald
chin
takes out Cleary.
on chin. Oh, shut up, Slater.
Whoa, you can actually hear that?
Yes, I can hear.
God.
I don't know. I can't hear anyone else. But when he talks,
Billy Slater's
all I
just got
can
that
hear.
piercing. By the way, TikTokers, we are also live on YouTube. And there is an extra camera on the YouTube where the old Panther, that wise old voice that you hear chime in every now and then, you can actually see him as well on the YouTube. Wasted World of Sports. Can the Panther... Sorry, he's about to chime in again.
Up the time.
5 metres out, Fisher-Harris plays it. They can put the exclamation mark on this contest here, the Panthers. Pappenhausen goes in for the one-on-one strip on Cleary. 10 metres out from the line in front of the posts. Edwards, he wants a run. Inside to Martin. Martin breaks through, brought down by Harry Grant. 6 more tackles. Oh, it's over now for sure. 2 minutes to go. Liam Martin with the slowest play of the ball in existence. And now, dropped ball!
Fuck!
From Lindsay Smith. Oh, they don't want to put it to bed. And Jerome Luai is just telling him to calm down a little bit there, I think. We just need to tackle. Forget about it. We just need to tackle. We're 8 points ahead. They don't have time. Let's just tackle. They don't have time if we make our tackles, is probably what he was saying to him. So it's all good. Just relax.
Calm, Panthers.
They might have time.
Sorry, that was really
If they
loud.
score straight away and don't take the conversion.
Well, that's what I was saying.
He should be on report, DJ Shaq.
That's what I was saying. Luai is probably saying to him, calm down, let's just make our tackles. They don't have time if we make our tackles. Pappenhausen on the wraparound. Dummies. Well brought down by Tungo.
Literally no one in my multi has scored.
I got one. That was about it.
I've had none. Oh, I need more tequila for this.
Isaiah Yo for the medal. He was a smoky for mine, for sure, James. An absolute smoky for
I reckon
mine.
Liam Martin will get it. He's been in everything. He's been...
Well,
his defense has been fucking huge.
I said, oh, here goes Coach down the sideline.
To whom? He goes coast down the sideline, ran straight into the defense and showed us some arse crack while he did it.
100%. I'm with DJ Shaq on this one. Liam Martin for the medal for mine. But I did say on the Discord...
Oh, Nick Meaney! And he... Oh, no!
Infield to
Warbrick.
Warbrick.
Oh, Warbrick, he can't get the ball away.
5th and last.
5 metres out.
5 out.
Oh.
Hughes
I'm just taking a
puts the kick up. Contestable. Wishart's there.
Oh.
Taken by Paul Alamonte.
With the 8.
And he gets a knee in the head from
Well,
Wishart.
I said, what a great player. Hey, what a great player. That'd be the buy of the season.
Fuck.
Paul Alamonte.
Oh, the buy. I get you. They're just going to play it. There is 17 seconds to go. The Panthers, 4 in a row.
Should have been 5.
Should have been 5, but we'll take 4 because, honestly...
Jerome Luai takes the last play very fittingly. And the Panthers have a right to celebrate.
Yeah!
I'm not exactly sure why Michelle's celebrating as much as she is, because she doesn't go for the Panthers. She just really hates the Storm.
Anyone but the Storm. Sorry, I gave it Mel.
4 in a row for the Penrith Panthers.
Woo!
Into immortality they go. Old Panther, how does that one feel?
Well, that's the first time it's happened in the modern era. That's the first time it's happened since they went to the limited tackle rule.
Look at old mate here in front of the camera.
I got a good photo.
Sorry.
That's amazing.
They would have to go down as one of the greatest, wouldn't they?
You would think so, but credit to the Melbourne Storm for the year that they've had as well.
Why?
For the year that they've had.
Exactly.
Why? Hey, winners are grinners. Losers can do what they like.
Winners are grinners indeed, but I'm just saying credit to the Melbourne Storm for the year they've had.
And we're just disagreeing with
to
you.
make it to the grand final, to win the minor premiership with the roster that they have played above and beyond their means.
Beanies.
Enter the Realm says, have a good off-season. See you next year. Well, there is no off-season for me. Enter the Realm. I've got Pacific Championships coming up. We've got the Rugby Union Internationals coming up over November and December. And we also have Aquaman returning for some pro wrestling streams. So there will still be plenty of Wasted Water Sports actions happening in the off-season. Now, let's turn our attention to Clive Churchill. I'm saying Liam Martin. I had a smoky before the game, well before the game. I had a smoky on Isaiah Yeo and Jerome Luai. And I think Luai comes close, in all honesty, but I'm going Liam Martin. Liam Martin had a blinder. Everyone else is on their phones.
So, yes, Liam Martin. I picked Liam Martin before, and I said it before you agree with DJ Shack, and I hadn't even seen DJ Shack write it. I'm going Liam Martin. I think he had an absolute blinder. Blinder. I'm going to Aussie that up as much as I can. He had a blinder.
Tyrone on TikTok says, bro, I just needed Cleary to score a win. $2,660. Ah, bugger. I had Cleary in my multi as well. Conversation
I had
here.
100 people in my multi.
I can't believe it. I got Harry Grant only. I knew it was going to be low scoring, though. I knew it was very ambitious to go 4 try scorers because I knew that it was going to be very, very low scoring. 14 points to 6 is indeed. This is 14-6, Old Panther. This is reminiscent. This was very reminiscent of that Panthers Rabbitohs Grand Final.
Yeah, and I wasn't far off on my margin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what did you say? 7?
7 points. Yeah.
Still, no, that's the other guy. They're all still crying.
And by the way, can I also please point out Wasted Water Sports 2024 tipping contest won by myself again. Back in
well done.
And you know,
kept it in the family.
Yeah, kept it in the family because the old Panther won last year, and I won the year before that. So I've reclaimed my throne.
So we need to do it next year to match the Panthers.
Yeah, going for 3 in a row next year in the family.
But it does highlight that you can't pay a lot of attention to the stats, though, doesn't it? Because 7 out of the last 10 grand finals have been won by the team that had the better defensive record going in, and they won it tonight. And yeah, it's just crazy when you get to the grand final.
I do apologise. I just want to jump in very, very quickly for 1 second because I saw on TikTok Patrick O'Flaherty has just joined the TikTok chat room. I feel like have you joined us on YouTube before, Patrick? I kind of recognise the name. I feel like you might have joined us before. Anyway, I just wanted to shout you out if that is indeed the same Patrick O'Flaherty from YouTube. But yeah, 100% stats are out the window when it comes to grand final time. Always.
Yep.
Kumar on TikTok says, hey, ahoy there, Kumar. Nexo Nate says, no way, we got robbed. Now, there is going to be one highly contentious decision.
Stuff him. Cameron Muncher.
Look, let's be honest. It was a highly contentious call. History is history.
Highly contentious calls have won Melbourne Storm Grand Finals before, so...
Yeah, maybe so, but we're talking about 2024 right now, and that call will be something that is discussed in the post-game. Because it looked to me, the camera angle that I saw clearly got it to ground. Who was it? Young Keanu Howarth clearly got it to ground. We were perplexed by the decision. Yes, Melbourne have had calls go their way in finals in the past, but we're talking about this one in particular, and this one in particular was absolutely perplexing. I was bamboozled by it.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
Well, I'm just making conversation.
Yes. Well, in the words of the famous Penrith coach, John Lang.
Johnny Lang?
Yeah. They got questioned about a questionable decision, and he basically said, you win some, you lose some, the calls even out during the year, and I believe that Isaiah Yeo said the same thing. You get bad calls, you get good calls, they even themselves out through the year.
What a time to have it even out, though. What a great time for it to even out.
But I suppose the other side of the coin is they won by 8 rather than by 2.
Nephews what?
Oh yeah, but
It might have changed the momentum, mightn't it?
I'm glad that you said that, because this is a conversation we always have around the dinner table on Wednesday nights. When I say it's not exactly the most solid of arguments, because it would have been 10-all at that point. The entire momentum of the game potentially changes.
Yep.
So I am glad that you threw that in there.
I didn't mean it though, because I'm still happy that Penrith won.
Oh, of course, 100%. I mean, 4 in a row, the Panthers stabbed themselves into immortality. Now, the only missing piece, I suppose, we have to bring up is that World Club Challenge, and I can't imagine that they're going to win it next year, because it's going to be a brand new team. They will be running out. It'll be their first game with a completely new lineup.
Who, the Panthers?
Panthers in the World Club Challenge.
Wouldn't they take the old players over?
They can't. They're in new clubs.
But they played the Grand Final. I mean,
That's
the World
not
Club,
how it works.
The World Club Challenge is based on the 2024 season.
Yeah, that's not how it works, I'm afraid. No. Luai's off to the Tigers. Taruva's off to the Tigers.
Well, they always lose.
Fisher Harris
Who
is.
cares?
They are going to find it difficult in their first matchup with new combinations.
I'm going to go back to the chat room here. I'm going to say name.
Oh, don't worry, Andrew.
Biggest.
I tell her that all the time, pretty
Shut
much
up.
constantly.
What? What do you tell me?
Nothing.
What do you tell me? It was a momentum changer.
Oh, Blaze Talungi's coming to Penrith as well, of course. They've picked up Blaze Talungi. Now, what does the old Panther think of that? You wouldn't have seen a whole lot of Blaze.
Big raps on him, haven't they?
I want to go back to that.
No. Old Panthers.
His message
Old
anyway,
Panthers
whatever.
speaking about Blaze.
Blaze Talungi. They've got big raps on him. They reckon he's
he was immense.
a player of the future. So.
Oh, he was immense for the Eels. He was a standout in what was a very poor season all around for the Eels, on the back of a lot of injury concerns, of course. I feel like Brad Arthur was probably a bit hard done by, because honestly, so many injuries to that Eels squad. They did not belong in Spoon Bowl.
Well, there's I asked the question a couple of seasons ago. He takes the club to the Grand Final.
Yep.
And he gets the boot. Last season, this season, Kevy Walters takes the Grand Final, takes Brisbane to the Grand Final last season, and he gets the bullet at the end of this season. It's just is Craig Bellamy going to get the bullet?
Souths before that?
Well, eventually,
Yep.
they got rid of
a little bit
Demetrio,
longer, but they ended up getting rid of him. No, but Kevy Walters
took them to the Grand Final.
True. Yeah. Kevy Walters deserved it, though. I mean, honestly, I sent you Twitch update says huge congratulations to the old Panther, by the way. Well, it was out wide, Andrew, so honestly, there was no guarantee that the conversion would have been successful. Completely understand what you're saying, that if that try was awarded, it would have been 12-10. We can't say that it would have been 12-10. It would have at least been 10-all, though. 100% would have been 10-all. No argument there. There's no guarantee from out wide the conversion was going to be made, though. A good chance, though, because Nick Meaney was kicking well. With the one that he had, using one as a sample size. Now, what was I on about? Blaze Talungi's going to be playing 6, DJ Shack. I mean, I think that's Old Panther probably knows better than I, but I'm fairly certain Blaze Talungi has been signed as a replacement for Luai.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah. So he will be playing 6. He will be a straight replacement for Jerome Luai.
And they've got these young forwards coming through, Liam Henry, players like that are going to replace Fisher Harris and
Maverick Geyer. He'll get some game time next year.
Maverick Geyer as well. And
little MG.
And
They've
got some good backs there to come in to
Look
replace the wingers.
look at what it means to him.
Baby MG is exactly what we'll be calling him all next year as well. Because he is Maverick Geyer, MG. We've got to get Mark Geyer on the show.
Oh, he would be fantastic to get on the show.
I think they did refer to him as MG Mark II.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like ours better. Baby MG.
I think you have much more influence on the rugby league world, so yeah, I'd go with it.
Got more influence on this world.
Hudson Dales 10.
Luke Garner.
We're still talking about that held up decision. Terramoana today says he is good because Blaze can play fullback and number 1 through 7, but plays better when he is playing centre, wing, or fullback. Yeah, I guess.
Good lord, they've already got a signed jersey up.
DJ Shaq says Baby MG sounds like a SoundCloud rapper.
They've already got a signed pink jersey up with Dynasty and photos of the players. And Dynasty, just so you're all aware, is spelled with a 4. So DYN 4 STY. Dynasty.
Nice. Did you hear that though?
Looks like a bad number plate.
DJ Shaq, did you hear that?
What?
DJ Shaq says Baby MG sounds like a SoundCloud rapper.
A good SoundCloud rapper though, or a
Probably
bad
not.
SoundCloud rapper?
No, probably not. Probably not. Kim Wareham says,
what?
good job, Penrith.
Guess what?
Savage Bro says, let's go. Savage Bro is obviously a Panthers supporter. Yes?
That's the first team to win a grand final in a pink jersey.
James, there we go. The first team in the history of sports to win a final in a pink jersey. Stay hunky, ahoy, mate.
Okay, look, I don't want to like compare. The old mate who runs the NRL looks like the Penguin outfit.
Oh, let's have a look at this.
He looks like the Penguin, and I'm just like, he looks like Joaquin Phoenix when he plays the Penguin.
I realised, just going back to, like, you were talking about the merchandise, this is actually something that I've always been very interested in as a graphic designer. Before I get started...
Look at him!
DJ...
Look at him! That is the Penguin right there.
He's got very low... The pants are very low, aren't they?
The pants are way too long. For all the money you have running the NRL, mate, get yourself a tailor and get them pants taken up.
Yeah, that's it. It's definitely not a tailored suit. Now, the suit needed to be black and the shirt needed to be white, yeah? But yeah, he's got very low pants, old mate. What's his name? Was that Abdo? Or the other guy?
You know who he looks like? He looks like the villain in, Liam Martin.
Liam Martin has got the medal! We called it.
We knew.
Liam Martin has got the Clive Churchill medal.
Get over them curls. He looks like the villain in the second Lara Croft movie.
Hey, DJ Shaq. We've got DJ Shaq in the YouTube chat, and in the TikTok chat, we've got DJ Busternut. DJ's out the wazoo here tonight. One over on YouTube, one on TikTok. Nice to have so many DJs around. DJ Busternut on TikTok has said, revenge is sweet. Yes.
Oh, yes, it is.
And yes, DJ Shaq, we will be covering the rugby Pacific Champion... Not the rugby, the Pacific Championships, yes. Liam Martin with the 2024 Clive Churchill medal, well deserved. He had a blinder of a game. And DJ Busternut, thank you very much for the follow over on TikTok. We are still very new on TikTok. Hopefully the TikTok setup is better next season. Well, not even next season. We've still got Rugby Championship to go. We've still got the Rugby European Tour to go for my beloved All Blacks. Heading over to Europe to take on England. That's going to be great. And Aquaman will return to the streams in the off-season of the NRL for some professional wrestling streams, which is going to be fun.
He's like in tears. I love it, Liam Martin. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go out on a probably not... I'm going to go out on a limb here. Ashley Klein, ref that game well.
Oh, Christ, I wouldn't have said that.
You reckon?
No.
He left his whistle away. He didn't make stupid calls where the Storm were... belly aching for a few.
He made some pretty atrocious calls.
I mean, they all do that, but I think he did
it's a tough gig.
Considering
it is a tough gig.
Why are people wearing Raiders jerseys? You should be. How should you?
Of course, guys. DJ Shaq, I cry all the time.
Off you go, Muncher.
Will we do the America's Cup? I can't imagine calling the America's Cup. We could do some Arnie's Armchair.
He looks like an anime character.
There was a old Commodore 64 game, the old Panther loved, the Arnie Armchair's America's Cup. It took us about How many years did it take either one of us to finally get a win in that goddamn game?
Almost as long as it took to load it into the computer using the old cassette tape.
Yeah, the old C64 cassette loading. Isaac Tungo wasn't super good attack, but so good in defence. He stopped most of those tries, says Teramoana Tede. Isaac Tungo had some really good carries towards the back end of the game, I thought. He certainly didn't do anything that broke the game open, but he did have some strong carries. He had some strong carries, Isaac Tungo, towards the back end of the game. Would you agree with that, old Panther?
Little anime boy.
Yeah.
Back up, he looks at him.
Yeah. Yep, fair enough.
Anime bitch.
Yeah, Isaac Tungo, old Panther. Strong defensively, yes, 100%. But on attack, yeah, really underappreciated strong carries, I felt.
Name.
No, old Panther.
Oh, okay.
I asked him a question.
Sorry, apologies.
Yeah.
Statement.
What was the question?
Oh, gee, oh good lord.
I thought it was a statement
No one's
too.
listening to me. Isaac Tungo,
Well,
I was
it's
just
a bit
asking.
difficult when two people are talking.
I was just asking your opinion as a diehard Panthers supporter.
Yep.
Now, I said that I agreed with the chatter that Isaac Tungo was very strong defensively, but the chatter had said that he didn't rate necessarily his attack tonight. But I was saying that Isaac Tungo had some really strong carries, especially in the back end of that game, that maybe have gone underappreciated.
Yeah, and I think you've got to give the Storm's defence some credit for that too, haven't you? Because they were up pretty quick on the backs most of that game.
But I specifically remember at least a couple of sets towards the back end when that game was still in the balance. Isaac Tungo had some really strong carries, especially when To'o was off the field for the knee. Tungo stepped up and took on To'o's role, carrying the ball out of territory, I felt. And he had some really strong 10-plus meter runs. So whilst he wasn't necessarily a threat on attack down on the Storm's try line, but then nobody was. Like, there were not a lot of set plays out the back of shape in tonight's game. It was all broken play up the middle or whatever. But anyway, Lockie says the Storm were robbed. No try was a scam. It was an interesting call, Lockie. That's for sure. Interesting call, that one.
Yeah, and that'll just make up for the Cameron Smith try in 2021.
That was an atrocious one. That was an atrocious one. That Cameron Smith. Let's give you one on your way out, mate. DJ Shack says you would think Cameron Munster here. You'd think he'd be in a lot of trouble if referred directly to the judiciary for that biting allegation made by Paul Alamotti. JYD says Penrith, Melbourne, then daylight. That's what I've been saying pretty much all year long, JYD. I'm not really shocked that this was the grand final that we got. I'm also not shocked that it was such a low-scoring game.
Don't look at me while you say that.
I didn't. I did not once take my eyes off forward-facing the camera. Good Lord. I just can't do anything right tonight, can I?
All right, calm down.
User Katie says Penrith #1 player was Grant Atkins in the bunker. I'm pretty sure that Penrith's best player tonight was indeed Liam Martin. JYD says any shocks next season. Well, I'm glad that we've led into next season because I did want to talk a little bit about next season. We don't want to go overboard with it because I'm sure the old Panther probably wants to get home and celebrate as well at some point. But I do want to talk a little bit about next season because I'm telling you, keep an eye on the early odds. This is my tip. My tip for everybody out there joining us. My tip for next season is keep an eye on the early odds for the Tigers to make the 8. Now, I'm not saying that they will. I'm not making any guarantees here. I'm not saying they will make the 8, but I am saying they are going to be the big risers of season 2025. It might take them a year or two to click into their groove, just like the Bulldogs did, but they've got some great incoming players. Luai, Taruva, Royce Hunt, Jack Bird. They are going to be a much different team, much more impact. The Tigers will, I'm guaranteeing that they'll be off the spoon next year. I can't guarantee they'll make the 8, but what I am suggesting that is if you've got a cheeky little wager spare that you're happy to try and flip, keep an eye on the odds for the Tigers to make the 8 next year and throw down on it. Anyway, everyone else, any predictions?
I think the Tigers will. I don't know if they'll be 8. Ask me a question.
I'm still listening.
And then walk out.
You're talking to them.
Right.
You're talking to them, not me.
I don't think the Tigers will be the 8. I think they'll be in the 10. And not just because I hope they will be, but I think they'll had a tough year this year. Had a tough year for the last few years. But I think they'll be in the 10. I think they'll be top 10 this year. Maybe not that 8. I would love it to see them in the 8. I really would. I think the Broncos will be... I don't think the Broncos will be in the 8. As a Broncos supporter, I don't think the Broncos will be in the 8. I'm going to put that out there right now. So I'd also like to put out there that I don't think the NRL players are told to, shake the hand of the person who's giving them their medal. I think they just know to do it.
See,
there was a big controversy with the Lions.
He's carrying the ball, so he can't really slap hands with the people on the other side.
There's a big controversy with the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
The one that I really dislike didn't shake, even though he was told as he was walking up to the stage, shake the hand of the kid giving you your medal.
That's what I saw.
And he didn't.
Yeah, he completely ignored her. Totally.
Oh,
it was a little girl, right?
Yeah.
He totally ignored her. Yeah, I
so
saw
I like
that.
that the NRL players don't have to actually be reminded of that. They just know.
I did see that, but I didn't know the context.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Bellamy.
What about the Panthers' chances next season?
Top 8 again.
Old Panther.
Top 4
It'll be
again.
hard, isn't it?
It's going to be very difficult.
They'll be top 4 again. They'll be
Well,
top 4 again.
they'll be up there, but again, it's going to be difficult, isn't it?
It's not going to, this is it. Soak it in while you can, because this is it for probably a little bit. They're not going to be rebuilding, but, they're not going to be the powerhouse that they were. Wow.
Have the
Dale, ahoy, mate.
Storm kept their players for next season?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is actually... This
I'd like to know a stat.
Storm. No. Let me just say this. I know you cut me off because you don't want me to say anything positive about the Storm. This Storm team, they've overperformed this year, which is scary for 2025 and beyond.
Well, it's not really, because
It's
they
terrifying.
overperform a lot and they don't win a grand final. How
No,
many
it's
times
terrifying.
have the Storm been minor premiers and not won the grand final?
I don't know.
There's been a few.
How many
4,
times?
Luai, not 3.
How many times have the Broncos lost a premiership in the last 10 minutes?
Who cares?
Couple.
Yes, we're talking about the Storm.
Dale, ahoy, mate. How you doing? You just saw the game? Now, sorry, Dale is a long-time Intoxigamer subscriber that is now reconnected with us over here on TikTok.
I was just about to answer Ed Vogel. No, I am not happy with Madge coming to the Broncos. That has just effectively ruined New South Wales' chance of back-to-back.
Ah, okay.
And I would prefer New South Wales to win every year than the Broncos make the top 8. You heard it here. I will repeat it. I would prefer the New South Wales win every year than the Broncos make the top 8.
I did wonder where you're going with that, because surely as a Broncos supporter, you
I
would go,
don't
Madge,
care.
brilliant.
Because Madge hasn't... He's a better rep coach than he is a club coach. Oh, Muncher. What a sad little side for Muncher.
We can throw this one over to the old Panther. So Name has
I
asked...
want to know too, Ed.
Name has asked, do you think Penrith will still play this well without Fisher Harris, without Luai, without Taruva next season?
Yes.
Now we'll
Yes,
throw it
because
over to the old.
They played that well they played that well with those players being injured. Sorry.
I love how I said we'll throw this over to the old Panther. This question, and I read the question, and Michelle's just gone yes because this, that, and the other.
That's okay.
We'll throw this over to the old Panther.
the tequila.
So obviously, Blaze Talungi, in my opinion, and I might be selling Blaze a little bit too high, but Blaze is, in my opinion, going to be a straight. And now it's going to take a little bit for the combination to kick in, but Blaze is pretty much a straight replacement for Luai. The other two, though, is where I want the old Panther to kick in and go. Well, do they have anyone in for those? They've
got a couple of young fellas that have been coming through the ranks that are just about ready to take their place and take the mantle. We mentioned before MG Mark II.
Yep. No, baby MG.
Yeah.
Baby MG.
And,
every guy.
And that young Liam Henry that played tonight, he's going to fill some of those shoes.
Oh yeah, Liam Henry will step up
and
into
also
the starting
for the wing position, they do have some young backs.
Yeah,
they've got the McLean brothers.
They've got plenty. Yeah, there's big raps on Casey McLean.
It would be difficult to get to the grand final again. And but I reckon they're going to be up near the top over the next few seasons, if not at the top in a couple of years' time again.
Yeah,
but I think.
Well, there you go. That's confidence. That is some confidence.
But I think they'll go well. They'll be up there. The part of the philosophy out there has been that they want a club that the community can be proud of. And they've gotten that.
I think they've done that. Yeah, 4 in a row. Should have been 5.
I think they'll be up there for a few years to come.
Erupt K says Luai played a really big part in this team, in my opinion. The fill-in won't do the job that good. Well, I wouldn't call Blaze Talungi a fill-in. Blaze Talungi's the future, is what I would call him. But like I said, I've got very big raps on the kid. But Jerome Luai was a big part of the Panthers' 2024 season, especially with Cleary out injured. Jerome Luai, I feel, stepped up to the next level this year. Would you say, old Panther?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He certainly proved what he's going to take to the Tigers, didn't he?
Yep, and reconnecting with Happy Coruscant.
Yes.
I'm telling you, Tigers next year, get some cheeky money on them to make the 8. It might not happen year 1, but I'm saying if you've got that money spare to just throw down on them, I'm not saying put the house on it. Gamble responsibly. But I am saying if you've got a spare couple of hundy, throw some money on the Tigers to make the 8 this year. They may not. It might take them a year or two, just like the Bulldogs did, to click and get into the finals, but I'm liking the team they're putting together. I really am. Coruscant linking back up with Luai. Taruva's coming across. Jack Bird. Royce Hunt's going to give them huge punch up the middle. The Tigers, Lockie Galvin playing 6 has been a revelation. Lockie Galvin for mine was a smoky for Rookie of the Year. They're going to go well next year, I reckon, the Tigers. But anyway, I'm back to that again.
I think the Tigers will be in the top 10. I don't know if they'll make the 8, but I think they'll be top 10.
Maybe they'll go back to their famous number 9, position 9. Remember that period of time where the Tigers just couldn't crack the 8? They kept finishing 9th? If
Penrith for that sort of thing, Dan.
If Penrith keep playing this well, then I reckon they can get a 5-peat, says Name. I think next year will be difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Next year will be difficult. It's probably going to take, for the same reason that I was just talking about the Tigers with Luai coming over, and it's going to take time for a new combination to form. It takes time to build that trust that the great, legendary halves pairings have. Now, the Tigers do have they do have that potential, the Tigers next year. And the Panthers have that potential with Cleary and Talungi. It might just take some time, though. It takes potentially sometimes it takes years to build up that trust and that connection. And Cleary and Luai have had the benefit of playing together since they were kids.
Well, I think the NRL will want to change next year. I don't think they like this idea of teams dominating.
I think that I think that there was definitely, like, if you want to talk conspiracy, I love a good conspiracy theory. I know James loves a good conspiracy theory as well. But I'm saying that if you want to talk a good conspiracy theory, I think it's always good for some sort of regularity in records being equaled or broken, right? So I think it is good for the NRL that, okay, we have now got this fresh 2024 thing we can talk about, Panthers 4-peat. This is something that they can promote and they can sell merchandise for. We saw the merchandise. They had it prepared. That was a conversation that I wanted to get into that I never actually ended up doing. But they had the merch prepared already because that's what they do. They have it happen. They have it prepared. There's so much wasted money on merchandise that gets prepared just in case. And I think they're very happy. They being the NRL, very happy with the 4-peat. They probably don't want 5 though. They probably don't want 5. I think they'll want someone new next year. I was a little bit concerned, actually. The old Panther raised a good point as maybe 2024 with no Melbourne team in the AFL Grand Final, that it could have been an opportunity. Big promotion for the game for Melbourne to have won this year. And I actually agreed with that. Don't want to get into that.
Yeah, well, I mentioned that to you during the week.
You did.
They just over the last week since the AFL Grand Final, there've been a lot of spruiking off down there about how good the AFL is and how much better the crowds are. And I thought this was a golden opportunity for the Storm to put the NRL on the front page down there. But yeah, I thought maybe conspiracy theory, maybe. But
conspiracy theory Jones.
But I just had another reminder there, Dan. That
there's another one as well. But yeah, what's your one?
That statistic about the
first try. Yeah, that's been blown out.
Yeah, that's gone now.
It's done. That's been broken. Records are made to be broken. That's what they say.
Yep.
Now, over on TikTok, Saint NRL Edits has raised a great question. What happened to... actually, I do know the answer to this. Gus Gould talked about it in his 6 Tackles with Gus podcast, I think. Saint NRL Edits asked what happened to the 100-metre sprint.
Oh, yeah, what did happen to that? Did it happen?
No, well, the clubs wouldn't release any of the players is what happened. So if it went ahead, it was going to be like all New South Wales Cup guys. They weren't releasing any of their players to do the 100-metre sprint. They don't want what happened to Tommy Turbo in that drunken night out on the town.
Drunken night out's a little different. Come on. Whatever.
But I did hear that they were still trying to push forward with it. I'm gathering that they gave up on it. But then again, I was also trying to get stuff ready, and I didn't notice. If it did happen, it happened. I don't think it did happen, though. I don't think it did, and that's the reason why. Because Gus...
Look at Jess Fox with their little jersey.
Who? Is that
Jess
who that
Fox.
is? Who is it?
Olympian gold medaler.
Oh, okay.
In the
Not as good as Ray Gun.
Way better than Ray Gun.
Well, who isn't? I was being sarcastic, obviously.
She canoes.
Okay, individual or team?
Her and her sister absolutely
doubles.
Absolutely destroyed in the Olympics this year.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Tassie girls. No, can't be Tassie girls. No, I don't know where they're from. Guessing.
Dale! Nice to see you there, mate. Yeah, as I was saying, long-time subscriber of Intoxigamer, which will be returning, by the way, Dale. So...
I want someone to ask Alana when she's due. And I want someone to ask the other chick when she's due. Because I reckon
honestly,
they're both about to give birth on that field.
Yeah, honestly... 2024 has felt like Alana for... Gus is smiling! Gus has cracked a smile! You never see him smile!
So is Paul Gallen, because his dog having one.
Cameron Smith is struggling.
And Smith has to sit above the...
I have never seen the Channel 9 end game screen and the panel with Gus smiling. He always looks like he's miserable to be there. and he's just earning some money.
Because
He is actually smiling.
He has to sit next to Cameron Smith or Billy Slater, that's why.
But yes, Dale, nice to see you again, my friend. And Intoxigamer Rebirth. We'll get you on the show, mate. Yeah, send me a message on Steam. Pop on on Discord if you've got Discord.
Lara Sign vocalist.
No.
Okay.
No.
A different Dale.
Dayol. Dayol. Dayol, not Dale. Yeah, sorry. I mean, it's probably pronounced Dale, but different spelling, I mean. Pop on Steam, send me a message, hop on Discord if you get. We'll get you on the show sometime when I restart it. Jay Lyons says, what's the thoughts on the game not selling out? Oh, it didn't sell out?
Looks sold out.
I didn't even, honestly, didn't even know that was the case. To be honest, yeah. So apparently it wasn't sold out.
No, they
No?
were saying something along those lines.
Yeah,
on
right.
the ABC today. So
Okay, Luke Lewis.
no, I didn't hear him today. But they thought it would come close. It would be interesting to see the figure. But I suppose the Melbourne people were still
In Melbourne.
celebrating their grand final down there, eh?
What do they have to celebrate about? There was no Melbourne team in it.
Yeah, but Melbourne's a noted spectator area, isn't it? So they're
You
probably
take a
all
photo of
there.
that?
No. I've got a photo of him.
Sorry, old Panther. We were just seeing Craig Bellamy thinking about his life and where it all went wrong.
See, Peter Volandis wants him to coach the new expansion team.
Oh, really? Not Wayne Bennett?
He's already mentioned that.
I thought Uncle Wayne would have been in there for sure.
Yeah.
Especially if it was a Queensland. Oh, it's not going to be a Queensland team, is it? Oh, hang on. 19th team. 18's PNG. I think that's been confirmed, yeah?
Has it?
I think so.
Yeah.
19 would be... Yeah, well, if it's a Queensland team, I would have thought Uncle Wayne was odds on for that. Interesting. We'll have to look in it. I think PNG's pretty much been confirmed as officially as it can be at the moment. Oh, definitely not top four. Definitely not top four, DJ Shack. No, talking about the Tigers. I'm saying top 8 as a smoky. Yeah. But, by the way, bold prediction, smoky. Like, I don't want to be hearing about it all goddamn year long from UFC, like my Raiders call. You see, this is a bold prediction, smoky. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm not saying put the house on it. I'm just saying if the odds are right, the Tigers are building a good squad. So check the odds. If the odds are worthwhile, put them as smokies to make the 8. Not saying it will happen. Don't want to be hearing about it all goddamn year long from UFC if it doesn't happen. Like the bloody Raiders this year, for Christ's sake. Oh, God. How about them green apples, Dan? I didn't say that they were going to get the wooden spoon, for sure. I said they're a smoky for it. I don't want to be hearing about, Tigers aren't making the 8. How about that? It's a smoky. I'm not saying it will happen. And that was not at you, DJ Shack, of course, obviously. And I'm sure that you realise that. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying if the odds are right, smoky, throw some on. Sorry, old Panther.
I
yes.
just got to say, this started to sound a little bit like Gus Gould and Paul Gallen. UFC. My mate UFC and I do absolutely have that kind of chemistry. Jay Lyons on TikTok says, where else do you stream? TikTok is horrible for watching live. Sorry about that, Jay. Still very new to TikTok.
YouTube.
Still trying to work out how to get the TikTok stream set up correctly. But yes,
And put your marriage on it. Right.
we are live on YouTube, Wasted Water Sports, live on Facebook, Wasted Water Sports, and TikTok.
I love that they're interviewing Fisher Harris and they've got his kid jumping around in the background with his... It's perfect timing.
Branko. Oh, God. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that last name. Cleary should have won the Clive Churchill. Oh, come on, Branko.
No.
Liam Martin was immense.
No way, Branko.
All right.
It was Liam Martin all the way.
What am I trying to say? Old Panther. Liam Martin was immense, right?
Well, actually, I disagree with these man of the match things because it's
but he didn't get man of the match. He got Clive
sport,
Churchill.
but I wouldn't begrudge him getting it.
That's karma.
Sorry.
So, yeah.
Well, who did you have? Paul
I
Alamotti.
I disagree.
Paul Alamotti for the Clive Churchill.
He's eating his words on Paul Alamotti.
In seriousness though, who was it? who was your Clive Churchill then? If it was not Liam Martin,
I don't agree with these man of the match things. But if you had to go between Nathan and Jerome, I thought, because they were the ones that were setting up the plays, and the other guys do what they're told to do, but I don't begrudge Liam Martin getting that medal. I'd give it to each one of them. But
well, you can't.
No, I don't mean.
You can't do that though. So who are you picking? You've got to choose one.
I don't think Cleary and Jerome Hughes were at their absolute best tonight.
No, but he's saying Jerome Luai.
Oh, Jerome Luai or Jerome Hughes?
Jerome Luai, he's saying.
Okay, good, because I was about to hit
Jerome Hughes wasn't even close tonight.
It was immense. He was also immense. But I think Liam Martin just did more in defence. Tackles, he was on. Tackles were, yeah.
Yep, Branko agrees with the old pen. Well,
yes,
look,
he
honestly,
also got tried, but it just down to that. I think defence was just onto it. So
yeah, honestly,
had a fantastic game.
Honestly, I will
because
bow to the master
100%.
in this case. I will bow to the master. The old Panther is a Panther supporter through and through. Back to the Chocolate Soldiers days, through and through. So if he says it's between Luai and Cleary, I'm not going to argue. I mean,
I'm going to argue.
I thought Liam Martin, but then maybe we're also looking at it from the perspective of like Liam Martin scored a try, should have had two, was big on defence, but maybe we're just missing some of those things that the others had their eyes on. Blake asks, did you like the game? I thought it was fantastic. I thought this was a quality grand final rugby league match. Yep.
Absolutely.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
I mean, despite the result aside, just the tenacity of that opening half and yeah, it was finals footy through and through. It was the two best teams in 2024 with daylight second.
And even with 10 minutes to go, the game could have gone either way.
If the Storm managed to jink a try there, for sure.
I mean,
Bird of Japan with the sub. Thank you very much.
I feel like even if that
Kampai!
try was
Kampai!
awarded, even if that try was awarded, we had an 8-point lead. So if there were no more points scored, maybe they'd still take it away. Toe there with his little cutie. Doing a little bit interview with Darren Lockyer. I don't know. What Old Panther, have you got anything else to add in regards to this game? No, I've got nothing. That's why I'm asking you. It's 4 in a row though. Like, that's pretty damn good. 4 in a row. I mean,
well, as I said, in 1967, they changed the rules and to a limited tackle game, and this is the first time since they did that 4 in a row has happened. It's only the second time that a team has won 4 out of 5 grand finals. The other one was Souths in between 67 and 71. So,
wait, what about Para?
3.
They got 3 in a row.
Para had the 3, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just going to ignore that because it's Para.
Why are we interested in 3 in a row?
Did you hear that,
'Cause we've got
James?
4.
Why are we interested in 3 in a row?
Yeah, well, we're not anymore because the record's been broken.
That's it. Records are made to be broken. There we go. Ivan Cleary has worn
There goes the headphones.
the ice shower.
Oh, no. They're going to have to buy him new ones.
Vincent Spears, thank you.
Who's that? Is that Danica Mason? That's who I was trying to figure out who it is.
Yes.
It is. Okay.
Talking to Jonathan Thurston.
Okay.
His ears.
Vincent Spears Music says, you guys are my favourite streamers by far. You've completely helped my life in a massive way, so thank you. And I am eternally grateful. Well, cheers, Vincent Spears Music. And I do again apologise. I mean, I was
Get this thing working.
I was absolutely keen to have you do the halftime entertainment, and I do apologise that I didn't get back to you. But maybe we can do it for Vegas next season.
Maybe Vincent Spears can write us an intro song.
We've already got one. I loved our intro song.
Maybe Vincent Spears can write us a better one.
Can you? Vincent Spears, do you back yourself to have a better one than my written AI-generated one?
Yes.
Which, by the way, it is legitimately AI-generated, but I wrote it. I wrote the lyrics, I wrote the music, I got the music AI-generated based on what I wrote, because I can't play any instruments.
He didn't bite him, DJ Shark. He just gave him a little kiss. Wasn't any bites in there.
But absolutely, if anyone is confident to write a better theme song than my one, go for it. I'd love to hear it. We could have a whole stream dedicated to submissions for new Western Motorsports intro music.
I did that on the radio once. I got like 10 local bands submitted, and
Is that right? Yes, it's a great idea.
They all submitted intro tracks for the Doom Hippie and the Metal Maiden.
Yeah, see, it's a great
and
idea.
I had the fans vote on it, and yeah. After about a year, I think I just started rotating them all because they were all really good. But yeah, for a year, I solidly played the one that won.
Do you miss your radio?
Nope.
No.
I mean, I do, but I don't. It was a volunteer thing. I volunteered for 11 years on radio, so it was a volunteer thing. Yeah.
No, well, the reason I asked is I was just wondering, do we do some like podcast style things in the off season?
Oh, hang on, they're talking to Ivan Cleary here.
I thought you were reacting to me.
No,
I thought you were reacting to my question. Like, oh, yeah, I could
I?
potentially be interested in that, but no, it's a conversation with Ivan.
Yeah, we'll talk about that off stream. Ivan Cleary and his young son, by the looks. Is that his young son?
I think that's Jet.
Oh, the next Nathan.
Well, he's with the Warriors.
Well, he'll be the next Sean Johnson is what it'll be.
Well, there you go.
Jet Cleary, Warriors bound.
Ivan Cleary becomes first coach since Dragons Immortal Norm Proven to win 4 in a row.
Who said that?
It came up on the bottom of the screen.
Oh, I thought it was in the chat. Sorry. No, Branko, Blaze
Change the second roll. Liam Martin becomes first forward to win Sir Clive Churchill since 2016.
Yeah, nice. Branko has asked who will replace Luai. Do any of you know? We talked about that a little bit earlier, Branko, and that's not a shot at you, by the way. I'm just stating so that people who have heard it before don't go, he's already talked about this. But just, Blaze Talangi has been signed from Parramatta. Young Blaze Talangi will be the direct replacement for Luai in the 6th jersey. Bird of Japan, Kampai, by the way, Bird of Japan. Bird of Japan says, I feel for Harry Grant, close to 60 tackles and a try, and almost 2 tries as well, by the way. He almost got a double. Bloke absolutely busted his hump all night, and he was captain tonight, I'm pretty sure. Harry Grant, if I'm not mistaken, was the captain tonight. Had the C next to his name, and there used to be Storm players with a C next to their name that didn't represent captain for me, if you know what I'm saying. And yeah. Vincent Spears Music says, I can send you guys a poster for a podcast idea. Yeah, feel free, Vincent Spears Music. Sophie Monk is still kicking on Channel 9.
Oh, yeah, she just Love Island.
Oh, God, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That seems like a show for her. Targo SP, trademarked, says, up the Panthers. And then somebody whose name I can't see says, up the Pars over there on TikTok. Waste of Water Sports, of course, live on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook.
My favourite part is people on Facebook whinging that the Storm got robbed.
Oh, well, it hasn't just been Facebook, it's been... I mean, I understand you're talking about, like, your timeline and
face.
posts.
That was Bellamy.
Stay Hunky says, I can't sleep right now.
Well...
Oh, yeah, I suppose it is 9:15.
It is 9:15.
I just wondered why he was trying to sleep.
Pizza.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking we probably should let the old Panther get out of here and celebrate his win.
I have to go and watch the replay.
Cup of tea.
Well, at least Mum gets a rest from the 2023 replay. She'll be happy about that.
And the 22 and the 21.
And the 2020.
She'll be happy about that.
Yeah.
All right, Waste of Water Sports. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you so much for your company, as always. Very much appreciated. Waste of Water Sports, live on YouTube, live on TikTok, live on Facebook.
Live on everything. Just live on the internet. You poor things.
Well, do you realise how... I mean, there are actually more streaming platforms than genders in 2024, so I do have to specify.
Lord, and I just snorted.
Thank you so much. It's been a fantastic NRL season. The Panthers
It has
have
been a fantastic
stepped themselves
season.
into immortality with that victory. Old Panther, very happy. Now, Generations, we're going to do a lot more. We promise there's going to be a lot more Generations podcasts in 2025. It's my fault because
And for all my haters, that means no me.
it's my fault because it was very difficult. We've had to shuffle the days around a little bit, but I think we've got a good plan in place for 2025 for it to work, especially now that I have quit my 9-to-5 day job to focus on this full time. And 2025 should be better for the podcasting thing and the knowledge drops from the OP, the Old Panther.
Yep.
And lots of old programs to drag out of storage.
We have a game night.
Yes, we are actually going to. We should definitely do board game
We have
nights.
a game night, board games with the State of Origin board game,
And video. We should do video game nights as well. We'll get the Old Panther playing his favourite game that he used to love playing with me when I was a kid, ET's Rugby League on the Commodore 64. He loved it. He loved it.
I still reckon you rigged it.
How could I was like 10 years old. How could I reprogram the game? But then, of course, there was the rugby union game where the key to victory was having the strongest joystick wobble, which you clearly had at the time over my weak, feeble little 10-year-old hands.
Just so that you're all aware, we are doing the Pacific Championships. There is a game coming up very shortly because it starts in October, so we will keep you Friday, 18th of October. Kangaroos versus Tonga.
Yeah, but we've I think there'll be... I'm not sure. Keep an eye on the channel, but I think there might be some stuff coming up before that, for me anyway. Well, there's the Betfred Super League Grand Final next weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying for NRL,
Oh, yeah,
Rugby League,
absolutely,
you've
absolutely.
got October 18th. That's not far away. It's 2 weekends away. So
Oh, well, Betfred Super League's Rugby League as well.
Yeah,
but,
well, that
but
too,
NRL related.
NRL
Rugby
related,
League.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, next weekend.
Is it?
Well, that's what you're talking about with the Super League.
I thought you meant the Pacific Championship. I'm like, it's not the 18th next
weekend, and then the weekend after. Might get some NBA happening. Let's
completely up to you.
That
completely up to you.
That means it's a 10 a.m. start, and that means Dan's still going to be asleep, so he's going to have to leave the front door unlocked. Or give me a key.
No. I've got. We'll talk about off stream. I know how we can do it remotely.
Beautiful.
It's entirely up to you. Now, before we head off, just quickly, Old Panther's itching to get out of here. He's on the edge of his seat.
Bowden Barrett or Faf de Klerk?
Now, it's a loaded question there, Lennox, because they play different positions. Bowden Barrett is a utility / fly half. Faf de Klerk is a scrum half. So it's hard to gauge. Who has been the better player overall in 2024? Faf, easy, because South Africa are the best team in the world right now. Therefore, their scrum half is an integral part of that. So it is a loaded question that I would love to get into further, and I will do so on a rugby union stream. But for now, we are going to let the Old Panther go. He's itching to get out of here. Any last words, Old Panther, for tonight and season 2024?
Oh, I think just that it's going to be a better one next year. I think things are going
Can't
to change
wait.
around next year, like you said.
I think they will, absolutely.
And I appreciate the time that we had with some of the streaming, and look forward to next year.
Absolutely. And there will absolutely be opportunities before next season, 100% as well.
Heaps. It is wasted world of sports. We're going to try and incorporate sports into the channel.
Well, yeah, no, actually, that's not true. We are as well.
Union. We might have some little.
And the
may
union.
have.
And we've got Aquaman coming over for
I'm hammering the cricket. I'm trying to get the cricket in. I know.
We'll find a way to do it. We'll find a way to do it.
Look, we'll
even
use
if it means more guest hosts, we can try and conjure up.
We can figure
Cracker.
this out. We can do this. We can figure this out.
We'll get it sorted. Thank you so much, everyone. That was your last words for NRL 2024, or
great season. Great season. Go New South Wales. Go Penrith. Fuck the Broncos.
Your team.
I don't care.
Thank you so much. Discord, I'm sorry that I can't share the link. I don't have it readily available. I should. I know I should. I'm terrible. But I think you can search on Discord. I don't know. I've not gone on YouTube. I've not gone on Discord and searched myself. Does it come up on?
Yes.
Wasted Water Sports?
Yes.
Okay. Wasted Water Sports, search on Discord. Apparently we're there.
Not even me. Don't worry about it.
Thank you so much. And we will catch you guys next time. Pacific Championships, Super League, Rugby Union coming up. The channel will still be active. There'll be all kinds of stuff still happening on the channel. Thank you so much. Old Panther, Michelle, everybody. TikTok, new to TikTok. TikTok in 2025 is going to be huge. I can feel it. We'll catch you guys next time. Until then,
woo!
Cheers. Gal looks way too happy considering the Sharks weren't even in this game. And if you do find us on TikTok, we sometimes / generally, well, me anyway, hang out on Discord after the streams. So that's a little thing as well.
Cheers with some of your rum.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Happy birthday to all the birthday people as well that were out there. Jerome Lua's just like, chill you guys, you got work tomorrow. But we're here for the jokes and 10 pants last from the kickoff to the final whistles blow. We'll take the 2 and we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we bring out our best. No serious analysis, no expert critiques. Just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. We'll raise a roll. From sideline jokes to post-match tales. All the big goofs and their big fails. We're not so serious, and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew. Where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Oh, wasted world of sports, here's to our cheer. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.